I'm unbeatable. Couple minutes gonna score. Every time they wanna clash, the wingers kicking through the door. I'm unbeatable. Trucks is running out of stock. Every running out the clock. A better one's never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. 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 Clock's 10, watch you learn. How many years been working for my seat? Better jump cause I'm flying over. Matter of fact, stay on your feet. Never been put on a poster. This I'm right here for the culture. This I'm right here for the conscious girl. Cause I am unbeatable.
I put the work in, you put the work in. Everyone knows you deserve it.
Unbeatable.
You must provide like curtains, certain. Anything you've got, you can
I am unbeatable.
Guys, it is reachable. Push from high is achievable. Can't stop me, I'm unbeatable. I'm unbeatable. I'm unbeatable.
I am unbeatable.
Thank you to the incredible Lady Ice and Omar for that unbeatable performance. The season is climaxing perfectly as the two principal teams in the league are set to do battle once again on the biggest stage of all. The London Lions against the Cheshire Phoenix. The stars have aligned. They are the best of enemies.
We're not no underdogs. We top dogs, man.
Last time we played London in a final, we won. I think they probably would have been disappointed to play anybody else after what we did in the trophy final.
Undefeated.
We know exactly what this game means to all of us. What makes us top dogs is our mentality.
A lot of guys come from situations where we've been undervalued or overlooked and stuff like that. Us believing that we're top dogs and that we could compete with anyone is just what gives us the belief and confidence to go out and compete with anybody.
My message to London is, just be ready. We'll be there.
Trophy final. They won. Nah, it is what it is. It's over. We're looking forward to tomorrow. You can't change the past, so.
We learned from that loss, so I expect a different game and hope to win this time.
I remember feeling in the fourth quarter like I never wanted this to ever happen again. We haven't lost since then. I think we've been on a mission since then, and we just got to go out and do what we do and, make a statement. We're ready. We know you guys are, so we'll see who's the best team on Sunday.
I am unstoppable. I don't have a limit. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
Welcome to the iconic O2 in London Docklands for this hugely anticipated clash. Can the London Lions, who have been imperious all season, roar back after that chastening loss in the trophy final at the hands of today's opposition? The Lions became just the second team ever to win 33 games in a season and are currently on a 21-game winning streak. The Lions may have swept the Phoenix 4-0 in the league, but that means nothing. After defeats in the trophy and in Europe, head coach Peter Bozic knows that without a win today, this season will have been a failure. The Cheshire Phoenix see themselves as the top dogs and not the underdogs today, and so they might. They didn't just beat the Lions in the trophy final, they destroyed them. The Phoenix know how to get it done when it matters, and they're the only team with a perfect 10-0 record across the trophy and the playoffs. They are backed by the faithful Knicks Nation and coached by Ben Thomas, a man who has Cheshire in his blood. Can the Phoenix once again rise to the occasion? Always rising to the occasion, our former London Lion and GB International Ovie Soko and 5 times playoff champion winning coach, Rob Paternostro. Welcome, guys. This is going to be special. It's going to be something. And Coach Rob, it's somewhere where you've been before. How special is this?
Oh, as special as it gets. And I think anyone at the beginning of the season, player, coach, fan, wants to be here. I'm jealous that I'm over here. Love being with you guys, but it's nothing like being out on the floor.
I know you're jealous, and we're going to have to kind of hold you back from getting on that court, but welcome and thanks for joining us today. And Ovie, London Lions, they have been dominant this season, but they don't really have that much to show for it. So today, they have to be on it.
This is a big-time game for the London Lions. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about these guys at the beginning of the season, how many big-time signings they had, and they have played incredible. But at the end of the day, they've been brought here to win silverware. Yeah. And the last time these guys met up in a trophy game, they fell short.
Absolutely, and that's they have to be on it. They have to make sure that they know this Cheshire team are a very serious team. And what's it going to take, Coach Rob? I mean, you've been here 8 times, you've won it 5 times. What does it take?
Oh, for Cheshire today, it's going to take the same type of performance they had last time. The fast break points for me, getting out in the open floor.
Look at you. Look how young you look.
Jeez, man.
Fantastic.
Thank you for that. But yeah, when you're here, you have to do what you do best. And I think that's important to come in here. Don't mix it up too much. And maybe you could be celebrating at the end of the day.
No, it's amazing. But then we need to look at the team that they fielded today. I know that you've got the starting five for London, Ovi.
Yeah, London Lions, I expect to see Tariq Phillips out there. Absolutely stud point guard. He's come back off an injury. Tariq, he's not starting today, sorry. Taylor, veteran point guard presence. You got Gabe at the 5, Connor Morgan at the 4, able to shoot the ball, stretch the floor, MVP in Matt Morgan, and then last year's MVP in Sam Decker.
And Rob, you got the starting five for Cheshire.
Yeah, well, Cheshire, this is a team that'll feel confident today. They got it done last time on the big day, and you look at here, the starting lineup. Interesting. Chargois and White in the starting lineup. Last time, it was just White, which caused them a lot of problems. Jack, the three-point shooter. Rideau, the one that handles it. And Rock. Nobody could guard him all year.
Yeah, look, this is going to be really something. And calling this playoff final for you today is Todd Harrison, former London Lion and GB Olympian, Azania Stewart. And Z, I know that you're feeling this, but who will be feeling the most pressure today?
Oh, wow, pressure, Jeanette. I think both teams, right? It's a final, so everyone wants to perform, everyone wants to win. I think London Lions will particularly feel the pressure, exactly what Ovi said. They're brought here, they were made for Europe, so they definitely will feel the pressure, but also Cheshire Phoenix, I think, will also make this feel pressure because they've done it before and they want to do it again. But you know what they say, pressure makes diamonds, baby.
Let's talk about the pressure. London has already come away with the regular season title, so they've got one piece of the trophy. The trophy championship goes the way of Cheshire. This is kind of the rubber match, but remember, London beat them 4 times this year. Can they make it a 5th?
Well, I just love it. This is exactly what we want. All the juices and spices and ready for the final, so we'll find out.
Fans are pouring into the O2 right now. Let's send it back to Jeanette.
Thank you, Todd and Z. I know you're both looking forward to it. London's commanding stranglehold on the league teed them up perfectly for a faultless run in the playoffs, and this is their journey to the final.
Morgan fires up. Cash money coming.
We started off on a double-digit win streak.
This is what London Lions do.
I think we found out very quickly that we had even more talent than we knew.
A 3 on the shot clock buzzer. What an incredible shot.
Since day one, every day was full of competitiveness and willingness to improve.
December, November, January, when we were playing games, seemed like every other day.
It was challenging.
Play Friday or play in the Copper Box on a Wednesday, then play Newcastle the next day.
And I think they beat us by 30, 25. That was motivation for me to not let that ever happen again.
Matt Morgan fires up the 3.
Playoff quarterfinals, we played Surrey.
That first 20 minutes was probably the most dominant I've seen us all season.
Played tremendous defense in the first game.
We finished that quarterfinal series prepared for the next round.
As a team, I think that's probably the best defensive performance that we've had.
I knew it was going to be a battle for 40 minutes every game. You can't let up with them because they take advantage of every mistake.
They are a very talented team. They came with a lot of self-confidence. When you lose in the finals, of course it hurts.
I remember feeling in the fourth quarter like I never wanted this to ever happen again. It was one of the toughest losses I've had as a pro. You know, you have that pressure of being the top dog.
You can't change the past, so.
We let one slip, but we finished number 1 for a reason. We just got to go out there and do what we do.
Well, the Lions coasted through the playoffs without missing a beat with wins over Surrey and Newcastle. And now for another impeccable performance as we hand you to our flawless floor general. He's always walking with the Lions. It's Drew Lasker.
The Lions overwhelm you with size, and they got 2 of them right here. Gabe Olasene, he does it a little bit differently. He does it with patient feet, elite passing, and high IQ. Over here next door, he comes in off the bench, Josh Sharma. Yes, that's a legit 7 foot, and he does it with all athleticism, playing above the rim, and he'll be sending a few shots in the stands. But the last guy right here, Kevin, man, where is he at? Where is he at? Right here under the rim. You got to run. We got to be quick. Right here. Meet the MVP right here, Matt Morgan, and he has been unguardable because you have to give him a step because he has elite speed, but then also he can burn you from the 3 because he has the best 3-point shot. And with all the accolades, the only thing he will be thinking about is those 4 points in that trophy loss.
I mean, when we think about Matt Morgan, Ovi, we look at this guy. His speed, alongside his three-point shooting, it makes him such a threat. And he loves playing against Cheshire too. Look, he had a season high of 33 points against the Phoenix.
I feel like you forgot to mention this guy's the MVP.
Yeah,
let's just let that be known.
Just that small detail.
This guy is the MVP, and he's had an absolutely terrific season. You know, he has welcomed himself to the British Basketball League with a bang. Absolute scorer. He gets into the lane. He makes tough finishes. I think one of the things he actually does best is getting to the line and getting fouled. Here again, that allows him to then find open rhythm shots on the outside. Guys are trying to take away his athleticism. They're trying to take away his ability to get down to the basket, to get fouled. And that opens up so much for his teammates.
Yeah, no question. Morgan is a guy that everybody knew had the talent, and he came and he delivered. And you see that speed in the open floor. Because he shoots it from so deep, you have to get up on him. And when you're up on him, he can go by, and he does things like get to the rim. What a score.
How critical is that speed going to be for the team like London Lions, when someone like Matt Morgan to get into the paint like that?
Yeah, huge. I mean, he only had 4 points last time in the trophy final, so he's going to want to prove a point today. He's vital to their success.
And Coach Rob, you know, most teams would love one big, but with London, they got two. You know, Josh Sharma, Gabe Olasheni, they're going to be key today.
Well, yeah, no doubt about it. These two guys are great players, and it's not just about having two great centers. It's having two centers that do different things. Gabe Olasheni, he's more of a guy around the rim, screening, making the right plays all the time. Let's watch here with Gabe. He just finds a pocket, really soft touch, 5-6 feet from the basket. We've seen that push shot all year. He just knows where to be. And this is a great passing team. So when you have a great passing team who uses the pick and roll here, the switch, and he buries them underneath. He's too strong for a little guy to guard. He is a guy that is so dangerous, and he does it a different way. Here's Sharma, rejection. So you want to speed up the game? Bring Sharma in. Here we go, coast to coast, off the block. Sharma a lot quicker, maybe a different type of player. We talked about the blocks, running the floor, and he finishes around the basket as good as anybody in the league.
And that's it, Ovi. They've got options. London Lions have got options today, and they're going to want to avenge that trophy final as well.
They are. You know, that trophy loss, you can tell the guys, it's definitely been on their mind. I think it sent a jolt up them and told them, it's like, look, guys, you guys are better on paper. You have to show up and you have to actually win. You know, these two bigs, two different looks. I mean, they have talent all over the floor.
Tariq Phillips doesn't start today, but he's going to have a specific role, right, Coach Rob? What do you think that might be?
Well, I played against Tariq Phillips in a final last year, and I thought he was a difference maker. And it's not just about points or steals or what he does. Defensively, he gets into you. You really want him to be able to defend LaQuincy Rideau at times today, to make it tough for him. Phillip is a guy that's a leader. You could tell that on the floor. And with him in the lineup, they are as good as anyone with their perimeter defense. They want him harassing, using his physicality, and being tough all night.
Yeah.
No, Tariq, he's one of my old teammates. Played with him on the GB team. You know, I played with him last year. He had a little bit of an injury, but everything you said, Coach, literally hit the nail on the head. He's a dog. He's a guy you call a dog. He sets the tone from an energy standpoint. You see him getting on the floor. He's gritty. He doesn't mind. He don't want to shake the opponent's hand. He don't want to be friends with the opponent, and you love it. That's what you want in these big-time games.
But you can see he can get a bit fiery. We'll come on to that in a moment. Hopefully less of that today. But we can hear from Coach Bosic now, who's been speaking to Drew.
Coach, this is what we all been waiting for. Is this an opportunity of redemption for your team?
I don't want to call like that. You know, this is a very competitive, hard-working team. And, you know, the part of our job is to be competitive. So we're going to enjoy that tonight.
What makes the Cheshire offense so difficult to guard?
I mean, they are a talented team. Their transition is amazing. They have one-on-one skill players. They show that they play together well as a group. They're well coached. So, you know, very, very good team.
And the pick and roll has been difficult for most teams. How do you want to defend that tonight?
I mean, definitely unusual thing is they have one of the better shooters in the team are in position 5 and 4. So we have some things that we're going to try tonight.
Keeping it close to your chest. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Always. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
So that's the London Lowdown. After the break, Todd and Azania will be taking you through all of the player introductions, and we'll be checking in with the trophy champions Cheshire and breaking down their Phoenix Knights.
These are the Cheshire Phoenix, but are they truly the top dogs of the league?
Top dogs on the court, but the Cheshire Phoenix. We rise like flames, undefeated, never perplexed. Trump still silverwares on our journey. No need to flex.
They steal it. This is Phoenix basketball, baby. I'm here for the energy. I love it.
Well, Azania Stewart, it's one thing to say you're the top dogs. Now Cheshire needs to come out and prove it.
Yes, they do, and they've said it all season. And, you know, I don't know. I've had this conversation with you so much. Are you the underdog if you've already beaten London Lions in a trophy? I don't know.
We will see if they can get it done. Ben Thomas, the coach of the year. His team's feeling very confident. They have the weapons to get it done. The big question is, can they come into London, the Lions' backyard here at the O2, and get it done in 40 minutes?
Well, I did see they came yesterday and they were up and down on the Thames River on a boat. So they got the London luxury experience. But now it's time to come to the floor and show what they've got. Their fans are here. It's a fantastic atmosphere, and I'm ready for a final.
Well, they turned out in Birmingham for the trophy final and delivered it, and can they do it again here? It's one thing that London took care of business in all 4 games in the regular season. It's another thing because the crowd, the size, the magnitude of this D is a wholly different level.
Well, I definitely think, and we saw it even in women's game, just the nerves, you know, being able to just relax into the game, let the game come to you, and that's something that you have to deal with in the first couple of minutes.
How important is it for Cheshire to get off to a good start, or can London spot them a 5 or an 8 and still get it done?
Yeah, I think Cheshire's never going to give up. I think they're, you know, the top dog. They've got this angry kind of, that's that guy there, LaQuincy Rideau. They've got this really gritty, and that dog personality, where I don't think London Lions has it. The only, I think, a person has it is Tariq Phillip, but he's on the bench. But yes, I think a good start from Cheshire will definitely help their confidence.
Let's not forget the London Lions at 33-3 in the league have been fantastic, but the big question is, can they get it done in the bright lights of the O2 here in London? It's Championship Sunday.
London Lions, we on fire, dominating this season.
Why?
We love it, Jordan Taylor.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Put the cherry on top, the last dagger.
So it all comes down to this, the number 1 versus the number 2, the present versus possibly the future. Who has what it takes to lift the trophy and claim the title in 2024?
Today wearing number 2, David Nwamba.
Wow, London Lions starting to come out. David Nwamba is somebody there, right there, is going to be a big X factor. The guys spoke about it at the top of the show, about the post presence. Right. If London Lions, I think, can really do damage, it's down low to establish Gabe Olasheni and Josh Sharma, who are just an absolute highlight reel. That will then open it up for the guards like Sam Decker. Let's put some respect on Sam Decker's name now. He was the MVP of last year's season, who's been fighting injuries, who's going to be coming back.
I think it'll be interesting to see how the depth of London plays out, how Coach Boltich uses that bench, because let's be honest, they probably have the deepest bench of anyone in the league, but does that bench stand to deliver, or does he ride his normal 5 guys and say, you guys bring it home?
Well, we've seen in the final, excuse me, in the semifinals, his bench play, some games had 72 points off the bench, so their bench is just as strong and could potentially start this game. So their bench is a key part of this London Lions team.
Let's not forget, though, Cheshire Phoenix is a bad matchup for the Lions. It all comes down to this: who's going to lift the trophy in 2024?
For the Cheshire Phoenix on the London Lions. Now, British basketball fans, ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand for the national anthem.
But we are really hyped now. Cheshire were relatively unfancied at the beginning of the season, but they have had a year that will live long in the memory. And clearly, just the one trophy is not enough.
Beating Leicester, I think that was a game that not a lot of people in the league thought we were going to win. That gave us confidence.
Our identity was there, clear to see for everybody.
That put a lot of people on notice because a lot of people wrote us off.
The Manchester game after the trophy final, we were definitely on a high after winning, but winning that next league game, that kind of set the tone where it's like, all right, we did win this trophy final, but we're not here just to win that.
It level on points after 4 games between the two of us, and for EJ to knock down a huge turnaround 3 on the buzzer, which gave us ultimately that second place head-to-head, was huge.
What an incredible shot there from EJ Stevens.
We got blown out by them in a preseason friendly, so it was a little bit of revenge.
Big guys like Brad don't want to be on the perimeter with Ethan or Skylar, and I think we were really able to impose our style of play on them.
We rode on their backs, and obviously Aaron had a big game as well to close out.
This guy is unstoppable.
We've kind of had their number a little bit all season, but there's no secret that they've been coming into form.
We hadn't lost at the kind of medical arena. They're trying to say it's a fortress, but for us it's a nice place to play. We knew that our style would cause them problems, and ultimately it did.
I think if we won this playoff final, we definitely, we're the best team in the league.
It would be a great feeling for our fans, a great thing to do for us, just a cherry on top.
They've obviously got a sour taste in their mouth from last time, and we want to prove that it wasn't a fluke, so it's going to be a battle.
Wow, those statement wins against Bristol and Sheffield at such a critical time in the season, really emphasising just how the Phoenix rise to the occasion. The sharp end of the season needs big-time players, so giving us our Nick's fix is our own box of tricks. It's Mr. Big Time, Drew Lasker.
Well, there's levels to this. And Aaron Wright, he's been big time all season because he's the puzzle that no one can solve. Because what do? You put a guy like me on him, you see the shoulders, the feet, the hips, the waist, hella strong. Or if you put a big on him, he can take him out to the perimeter, and he has elite ballerina feet, but he doesn't have to do it alone because he got the top dog right here. I'm talking about LaQuincy Rideau, and he's one of them stray dogs, one of them dogs you don't want to mess with. And I'm telling you right here, he plays with a chip on his shoulder. He don't take no mess from nobody, and guess what? He's upset about the awards. So that's some extra fuel to the fire. And also, Tariq Phillips, get ready.
I mean, Coach Rob, LaQuincy Rideau, when the lights are bright, that's when he shines, right? I mean, his performance in the trophy got him the MVP. This is a guy who likes the bright lights, but then it's the pick and roll with Skylar White that you wanted to show us how he's going to do that.
Yeah, the 25 points in that trophy final, a lot of it off the pick and roll. It's very difficult to defend when you have the 1 and the 5. 5 with White coming over, and that's going to be a challenge for the Lions today. Let's see if they can solve it. Look at him here. Stop now. Rideau, no one there. Olasini's so worried about White, who's out behind the three-point line, he doesn't even come over. And that's why Rideau, who was 8 of 11 from two-point range, play it, gets downhill, and he's as good as any guard in the league at getting downhill. And again, this was a common theme in this game. Again, here's the screen and roll, but this time Taylor goes under Skylar White. He goes under the screen. And now Rideau says, okay, I'll pop it wide open from 3. The bank is open. Thank you. Again, in the second half, the screen is coming here from White. Olasini is in the paint right around the foul line extended. Now here comes Rideau, but I'm still worried about White. I just leave him, and Rideau gets all the way to the basket. This is the type of play that terrifies coaches. It terrified me. Here's Sharman now. He doesn't fully commit because he stays attached to White, and boom, Rideau with the strength and the finish. See here again. This time, look at Olasini. He's worried. I don't know what to do. And Rose says, I do. I'll get to the basket and draw it a foul. So that's going to be interesting to see today when they play Skylar White at the 5 with Chagra off the floor. how the Lions defend that.
No, it's amazing. And with Aaron Wright as well, we've got to look at him, Ovi. He's not your typical baller. This is a guy, he's an Ivy League neuroscientist, but also a nightmare to defend because of his high basketball IQ.
I mean, his IQ is through the roof. He is what you call a professional tweener. And a tweener means an in-between player, someone who is in between positions. You don't know what position he plays. He could be a point guard, like you see here, coming off a ball screen. Or he could be a big man. He could get the rebounds and push it in transition. The guy, his skill set is just so, you know, he has such a deep bag of tricks. It's just a mismatch nightmare. As you see here, he gets the mismatch with Gabe, and he doesn't fare taking the big man out there.
We have got something really special on the line here today. But let's hear from the Phoenix play caller, Ben Thomas. He's been speaking to Drew Lasker.
Coach, terrific season. This team has had such a huge chip on his shoulder. Where does that come from?
From you, mainly. You know, I think a lot of people counted us out before the start of the season. No, all jokes aside, I think, you know, we've always been underdogs. You know, we know what the resources we have compared to other teams in the league, and you know, I think every year we're outperforming it, and it's a culture, it's the way we want to play, and you know, it's given us results, so we want to carry on.
And how will the top dogs deal with London's size?
I mean, how will they deal with our spacing? How will they deal with our shooting? You know, it's a game of matchups. We've beat them, they've beat us. You know, we've beat other teams that are really big, and it is what it is. We've just got to make sure that we play our style of play to our identity. If we do that for 40 minutes, they've got to try and compete with us.
Finally, you told us to be brave. What will you be telling your team as they walk on the court?
Enjoy it. You know, we've had a great season. It's the last 40 minutes we're going to play together. Just go out there and be us.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
I appreciate it, Drew.
The scene is set for something spectacular, and after the break we'll find out who the 2024 playoff champions will be in the company of Todd Harris and Azania Stewart.
We're not no underdogs. We top dogs, man.
Undefeated.
We're here to win the championship, and we're here to dominate.
I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
And here we go. Forget the Sunday roast. The main course is being served up from the O2. Will it be London or will it be Cheshire? We are underway.
Well, Cheshire win the jump ball, and we'll have the first stab at the offense.
Cheshire Phoenix, the number 2 team in the British Basketball League. The London Lions, number 1. LaQuincy Rideau's feeling it from deep range, and unfortunately, gravity was not feeling as it's knocked out of bounds. London Lions will be in their home black and white. The Cheshire travels in their white uniforms.
My heart's racing a little bit, Todd.
Yeah. How about that?
A little bit. Real juicy final coming up. I've been waiting.
Matt Morgan on the give and go, and Gabe Olasheni loses the handle. Maceo Jack, he'll try a 3. Off the mark, but Aaron Rye, IQ and all on the putback for the first bucket of the championship.
And nobody finds him, puts a body on him, an easy rebound for him.
And Connor Morgan was cutting to the basket, and unfortunately Ethan Chargois was there a little late and got the grab. Our officials, Josh Bowe, Gavin Williams, and Ian McDonald will be calling the action. That's quite an honor to get that, the final game of the year.
Yeah, congratulations to them. You know, they've also got to be the top dogs to get this game, so congratulations them, and they're the 3rd team on the floor. We're the 4th team up here, by the way, me and you 1-2 punch.
It's amazing to think back on September 14th of 2023.
Yeah.
The Eagles and the Sharks faced off. to kick things off. And here we are in May at the O2, at the iconic O2. Wham, bam, thank you. Sam Decker gets the first bucket for the Lions.
And he's serious. He looks at his bench and says, come on, boys. But I think it's 225 and 226 today games. And that's a lot of basketball.
The first quick step, nice pass underneath, and they're going to get Jordan Taylor on the bump. He was late on the rotation, so Ethan Chargois will stroll to the line where he is 50% free throw shooter. We'll see if he can up that in the playoffs. All right, Z, if you're Ben Thomas, the coach of the year in the British Basketball League, what do you need to see from your team early to give you confidence they'll close the deal?
Well, I think I think it's going to be on the defensive end. First of all, I think they know how to score. I think they have multiple weapons. It's how can you slow down the London Lions. I think also Chargois, who's on the line, he didn't play in that trophy win. He was actually injured. Also, no Sam Decker in that trophy final. So two players that both teams need very well.
The captain, JT, Jordan Taylor, takes it to the line. The pride of the University of Wisconsin. Remember, he was last year's finals MVP and gets an early bucket. So it's JT on LaQuincy Rideau. And now the switch. Maceo Jack gives it right back to Rideau. Has problems handling it. Gives it over to Jack. Shot clock now at 4. Aaron Rye across the line has to put up a tough shot and gets it to fall, but they're going to say in travel before he got the shot off.
It's that pivot foot picked up as he leaned back.
Why is he so hard to guard?
You know what? I think it's, here it is. Let's have a look. Sorry, it was that double step. It's his deceleration, not his acceleration of going really fast. It's his able to slow down. He loves the Euro step, which is real slow-mo. Euro step is 2 steps, but it steps out of the way of the defense. He's so good at that.
Connor Morgan from a deep range 3. Can't get it to fall. LaQuincy Rideau looking to run. Gets it to Aaron Rye off to the wing and up and under. Acrobatic unfinished, and Aaron Rye's there. He can't get it to finish, but a nice cleanup by Ethan Chargois.
Offensive rebounds are going to be huge if you can keep getting your team extra possessions. That's what Phoenix did just then.
Ball taken away from Gabe Olasheni as he had it above his head, looking to make the pass. Aaron Rye's shot doesn't fall. Skylar White tries to keep it alive. Boys are fighting. Here comes Matt Morgan. Does he have the numbers? He has the speed.
That's where Matt Morgan has been sensational. Why he is the MVP. That acceleration into 5th, 6th, 7th gear is just unstoppable. You can't stop that, especially out in transition.
Matt Morgan hits the nitrous and he is gone.
Yes, that's what it is.
Oh, pass, beautiful pass underneath from Aaron Rye. And Chargois travels after he's unable to handle the initial dish. Look at this.
Nothing that Maceo Jack can do but get out the way. And yet again, the bench get out.
Substitution here, Z. Cam Kristen comes in. League's 6th player of the year out of Grambling. 28 points the last time Cheshire and Phoenix got together.
They call him $1 Million Cam down in Cheshire. Or should we say up? We're down south. But I think he's had a fantastic season. He's been so important for the Phoenix, coming off the bench, not dropping in enthusiasm, in energy, in offense. Exactly what Coach Ben Thomas needs.
Speaking of Coach Thomas, in his 7th year with Cheshire, he decides, you know what? I'm not going to let London bring the ball up at their own casual pace. I'm going to apply a little pressure. So he's got a full court press lined up here as soon as the officials decide it's time to play.
And talking about pressure, I haven't seen Ben Thomas in a nice little suit. I see the assistant coaches in a grey suit, but
you come to London, you got to swing by Savile Row.
You got to turn up the swag.
You got to go full Obi Soko. You got to go Savile Row and bring the A game.
You sure do need to go Obi Soko dashing. But Ben Thomas said, "Hey, I'm taking my jacket off. I mean business."
So Josh Bowe, the crew chief for tonight with Gavin Williams and Ian McDonald, he is checking. It looks like they're checking game and shot clock. And game clock at 6:45. Remember, 10 minutes they play quarters here in the British Basketball League. Each player allotted 5 personal fouls. So they're gonna take a time. The officials are gonna take a time and sort this out as they are trying to get this all figured out. 6:45 officially right now on the clock, a full 24. And there are the fans in Birmingham at the Trophy. See, they were dressed in orange. This time they brought the blue.
Yeah, and that fan right there, we've seen her in tears when they won in Birmingham. But you're right, that's huge for a franchise to travel down from Cheshire, Ellesmere Port, to come to London. It just means so much to them.
Well, speaking of traveling, it is all about one game, this game, and the road to glory.
Oh, big time play. What a finish.
Greatness means a lot. That's something as professional athletes we're always chasing, you know.
If I retired today, I'll be very proud of the career that I had.
If any team could beat them in this final, it definitely could be us. It's no secret that we don't particularly like them, and I'm sure they don't particularly like us.
Back in the trophy, we gave them the confidence. You know, I would expect them to throw out their best shot.
1, 2, 3, nobody. Taylor, step back. Oh, baby.
Like, we play basketball to have fun, and we play basketball to win.
Oh, that's a beautiful fast break by the Lions. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, winning is everything. Don't get it twisted.
Back to the action.
And the fans continuing to make their way inside the O2.
That's a real interesting video we just seen there, and Aaron Rice saying it's no secret they don't like us and we don't like them, and this is what's fantastic about sports, is the rivalry, that there are teams that you just come across that you're just like, okay, we want to give you one and we're going to give you your best shot, and that's what I love about sports, and basketball in particular.
Ball swings around the perimeter. Sam Decker finds it. He goes base, kicks it back out. Connor Morgan left open for JT. JT fires up a three off the heel. Can't get it to fall. Maceo Jack comes away with it, and here come the Phoenix.
I think Bozic miss or make. I think he's happy with that offense. The ball moved. Yeah. 5 players touched the ball. Just a missed shot.
You look at Coach Bozic in his first year with the London Lions, and he's got a lot of toys in the toolbox that he can play with. Goes inside, Skylar White, nice feed, nice finish.
And good look, and that's what actually Coach Rob Paternoster talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, about that pick and roll. But now we see Skylar White rolling to the basket with Taylor on him with the mismatch.
Variation there as Matt Morgan rises up. Can't get that one to fall. All tied up at 6. Here come the Phoenix. And the drive to the lane and the foul. They're going to get Gabe Olasheni on the foul. And a nice drive as Cam Kristen comes in, an instant burst of energy for the Phoenix.
Well, that's why he's 6th man of the year. And what I liked about that, he got the rebound and he's full steam down the other end. Nobody picks him up until Gabe Olasheni has to foul him.
So Kristen going to the line as a 67% free throw shooter. Keeping right around his average. His season average, 11 points, 3 rebounds. Dropped off just a little bit down to 9 points per game and 3 rebounds in the playoffs. I don't know if any fan base travels as well as the Cheshire Phoenix. It doesn't matter where the game is, they show.
Well, talking about the rivalry, they challenged London Lions. Where are your fans at? And I can definitely hear some boos as Cam misses his second free throws to put him off.
So the Phoenix by 1, 5:30, almost halfway through this first quarter for the championship game inside to Olasheni. And that's the second time the quick-handed guards of the Phoenix have come and taken away from the big man. Kristen, he fires up a 3, halfway down, doesn't get it to fall. Olasheni pulls it away. Contact made and no foul called. Sam Decker on the delay. And they're going to call a block. And Sam Decker stands above big 99 Skylar White and lets him know.
Wow, Todd, you can feel the intensity in this building and between these two teams. The look downs, the elbows, the aggression. Incredible feeling in this final, and quite low scoring really for both of these teams. You can put up 90 plus points. There's the little chicken wing, should we say, and then the block in foul. But yeah, you can see it, can't you?
And folks, this is just the appetizer. Quarter number 1, we like to call it. As Sam Decker steps to the line. He is the former MVP of the league in 2023. Remember, he was drafted number 18 in the 2018 NBA draft by the Houston Rockets. Bounced around the league a bit, but he has found a home here in London.
Yeah, signed a 3-year deal.
1 of 2.
And really has a fantastic wife as well, Olivia Harlan Decker. And really found a home in London, signing a 3-year deal.
Look at this mismatch. LaQuincy Rideau being guarded by Gabe Olasheni. LaQuincy drives high off the glass, doesn't get it to fall. Back come the Lions. JT looking to run. Decker on the wing. He cuts inside. Euro step all day long, and Sam Decker puts it in for another 2.
Oh, that's pretty. And Cam
Kristen once again inside.
Gosh.
Jordan Taylor called for the block. Things are heating up in the O2 with 4:34 to play. It's the London Lions, the defending champions, on top by 2. And Azania, this is the definition of the Euro step.
Yes, you go one way with one step and back the other way and finish. And yet again, the bench up and really pushing and giving energy to the London Lions.
So Cam Kristen will go to the line and he will shoot 2. Again, we mentioned 67% from the line, and the London faithful let him hear about it here in the O2. And the Phoenix let him hear the appreciation as he buries the first. Ben Thomas, the coach of the year in his 7th year with the Phoenix, came on as an interim basis 7 years ago, and it was a good fit. And I think they made the right decision.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he's done a fantastic job with this group of guys.
Boy. You want to ratchet up just a little bit more? Look who just checked in, Tariq Phillip, and he's matched up nicely with LaQuincy Rideau. Real close friends.
Real close.
That no one ever.
Well, they've got the mismatch again. Look, they switch. And I was wondering how London Lions are going to play today, and they're switching offensive fouls.
And they're going to get Ethan Chargois as he was trying to box out number 22, defensive specialist Tariq Phillip. Coach Rob Paternostro talks about him being an X factor in this game.
And now Josh Sharma subs in for Gabe Olasheni, which is, we also talk about those 2 guards, posts, you think, oh, finally Gabe's out, and then Josh Sharma comes in, and in the regular season, per 40 minutes, those 2 average 43 points and 21 rebounds between those 2 post players.
And back to my comment earlier about Coach Bulcich of the London Lions having too many toys in the box. He brings in David Nwaba, NBA experience. He brings in Josh Sharma, 7-footer Defensive Player of the Year. And then he brings in Dante Grantham, G League experience with the NBA.
Yeah, that's massive. And I talked about this bench that in the semis had 72 points off of the bench. And this 4 that have just come off the bench could really be a starting 5.
No question about it. Skylar White drags his man deep into 3-point range and calls glass. Someone let me know the fake is open on Sunday.
It sure is. Why not the step back?
And David Nwaba goes right back at him. Josh Sharma there to clean it up.
Good job, Josh Sharma. Just keeps the ball high, doesn't let any defense come in there and steal it.
This is an interesting matchup here, away from the ball as Kristen drives the line on the Defensive Player of the Year. Deflects that shot in a way it doesn't go in. David Nwaba and Aaron Rye. Keep an eye on that. Sharma down the lane, and he is undercut by LaQuincy Rideau. And it's probably a good thing that big Josh Sharma didn't get much more airborne than that.
Gosh, you saw him take off. Ooh. Let's have a look at this. Just gets in the way. I'm so glad he landed safely. Look at this. Usually we call that airline Sharma. But glad to see he's up and he's at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's not flying first class. That's about his coach. Put down. Sharma steps up, knocks that one down. What a weapon to have off the bench. Josh Sharma, not only is he tall, smart, great defender out of Stanford, he comes in and gives you 8, 9, maybe 10 points a game, 6, 7 rebounds, but such a block, such a presence in the middle.
Well, you talk about blocks. 47 blocks in regular season, Defensive Player of the Year. He's 7 foot. You can't teach that height. And obviously with his arms.
Oh, and they're going to get David Nwaba, who thought he had picked it off and got a foul on him, and Nwaba is called for it nonetheless. Cam Holden, number 52, is checked in for the Phoenix.
Let's have a look here. That was really tough to call. I couldn't see it. He felt like it wasn't a foul, but the angle, we got to see a second look at that.
Look at Tariq Phillips. That is white on rice defense. There's no separation.
Travel, wonderful defense.
Why do you want any part of number 22? Because Tariq Phillip right now, he has come off the bench and he is barking. He is playing full dog D.
Yeah, and that's the one who likes to bark. You know, he's from Brooklyn, New York, and there he is with the defense giving them nothing and a shout to let them know. Beautiful,
not in this yard.
Defense. Yeah.
13-12, relatively low-scoring game with 2:40 to play in the first quarter. 10-minute quarters in the British Basketball League. Matt Morgan kicks it out. And Nwaba, Tariq Phillip, Dante Grantham, well within his range, buries it.
Huge three, especially that pass wasn't perfect, but he managed to get it into his pocket. And he shot well this season from the three. So long and lean.
Skylar White. Holden with the rebound. He kicks it back out. E.J. Stevens, who just checked into the game, off the mark. Here comes Tariq Phillip looking to run. Sharma. Finger roll.
Beautiful. Long, lean finish.
Doesn't always have to dunk.
Doesn't have to.
Skylar White off the mark again. David Nwaba now. Tariq thought about pulling the trigger. Instead, he drives the inside line. He'll get fouled by Cam Holden, and he will go to the line.
The difference is, you know, Cheshire leads the league in 3 points made this season. Just over 11.4. But they're missing, and London Lions are then coming back down, and they're hitting their threes of their own. Look at that.
London Lions in the midst of a 7-0 run. And we'll see what happens here after this quick timeout. Just a spot-up drill. Look at that. When you got a guy like Dante Grantham at 6'8", can come in and just bury that. We talked about his G League experience. this is a team that's got so many different assets. So the question is, how does Ben Thomas slow them down? Because this is one of those junctures where you obviously don't want to let London go on one of their patented runs.
Well, Cheshire love the three-point line, right? Like I said, they're leading the league. They live and they die by it. But sometimes you might have to slow it down or get to the rim, because what London Lions are doing, they're getting that rebound and they're off to the races. You can feel the momentum.
Right.
Timeout was needed just to slow it down.
Do you feel like this low-scoring game, and I don't want to say it's dirty, but it's a rough and tumble, does this favor Cheshire?
I think it does. I really do think, but we knew it was going to be gritty. We knew it was going to be a grind. I didn't think it was going to be this low of scoring, but I have spoken about, you know, when it's a new arena, a new surrounding, it's pretty difficult because you can't practice in this kind of arena. So you do usually see a lower shooting percentage. But you're right, it's 18 points to 12 in the first quarter. I wasn't expecting that.
I think Coach Bosic is continuing to tweak the formula. Right now, he comes back with Sam Decker. So you've got Decker, Dante Grantham, Tariq Phillip, David Nwaba, and Josh Sharma.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a shock and awe offensive package to put out there with David Nwaba and Sharma. And Tariq Phillip is an absolute dog on the D. So you've got three elite defenders out there right now. And then you have three guys that can fill it up on the offensive end.
And really, I've said it before, it was their bench. Their bench is why London Lions are so deadly. The fact you talked about it, the tools in the toolbox, or, you know, the luxury that you're able to go deep into your bench. But also David Nwaba has been wonderful in the playoff semi-finals.
Yep.
He's averaging 18 points in just 18 minutes. Has just been incredible. So a lot of weapons, a lot of scoring. So Cheshire need to just
defensive once again off the hands of Tariq Phillip, and he is excelling at the defense right now. Sharma draws the attention. He'll back down, go to the spin, ball knocked away, and he'll stay with the Lions. David Olf has checked in, the 6'7" forward out of Warrington, UK, British national. He's going to need to give Ben Thomas and the Phoenix some minutes. He's got 5 fouls to give. He'll match up with Josh Sharma. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 1:31 to play here in the first. Dante Grantham slowly works his way in. No one commit to the defense, and so he gets the 8-foot floater to fall.
Yeah, good job by him. Just kind of probed, took his time. You're right, nobody came to him. Why not put up a little floater and a finish? A dangerous moment.
So just like that, the London Lions have built a 10-point lead. All the momentum going the way of the lads from London. Aaron Rye finds himself down underneath. And it's stepping out of bounds, so it'll be another empty possession. And just like that, Ben Thomas has seen enough. This rotation not working for him. He goes back to LaQuincy Rideau and Maceo Jack.
Well, I think when Aaron Rye is that low, gets in deep into the paint, into the guts, right next to the basket, you've got to shoot that. But another turnover and an empty possession, you said. And Tariq Phillip has been about business.
Also want to mention E.J. Stevens is checked in. David Nwaba goes into the lane. His shot is blocked away. LaQuincy Rideau tries to take it all the way in and loses the handle. And David Nwaba just steps right over the top of him as he lays on the deck.
Coach Ben Thomas is upset, having a go at the referees.
And that happened right at the end of the Cheshire Phoenix bench, and they did not take kindly to it.
And he says this twice now.
Watch this. Nwaba, man down. Just step over him. 7 turnovers early for the Cheshire Phoenix. And a verbal warning to the Cheshire bench. Decker from Nwaba. Decker out high, looking for the pick and roll with Sharma. Sharma clears the lane. Decker goes to the left and gets it to fall.
Lovely drive from Sam Decker. And that's also a problem. We spoke about Skylar White and Rideau in the pick and roll. Sam Decker and Sharma in the pick and roll. Who do you stop? You're afraid.
LaQuincy inside. Oh, and thrown down. David Olf introducing himself to the fans of the O2.
With an exclamation point. He's a returner to this Cheshire team from last year. Look at this, the pick, the roll, and the dunk. To perfection.
Oh! You had Decker and Sharma closing in on. He says, you know what? No fear.
Yeah.
2 hands all the way.
You have to dunk that one, Todd, or you're getting blocked. So he put the ball and the defense in the basket.
Ulf with the elevation at 6'7", goes right down 0-2 High Street to throw it in. Final 8 seconds.
Sam Decker time, baby.
Decker loses his foot. Sharma gets a shot off the glass. Can't get it to fall. So the first period comes to a conclusion. The defending champion London Lions taking on the trophy champions Cheshire Phoenix. It's 10 points the way of the Lions. It is the final game of the season for 2024 as Petr Bosic and the London Lions at 33-3 in the regular season looks to beat the Cheshire Phoenix for the 5th time. Remember though, Cheshire beat them in the trophy final and Tariq Phillips comes out on a drawn-up play to come out of that first quarter, and he buries a 3 to push the lead to 13.
And not only is he burying the 3, but he's locked in on the defensive end.
How about this? A 3 and then showtime.
Listen, he's playing at a different frequency. It's the defense. He looks at the bench and he says, let's go. He took this personally. Remember, we saw the slap in the face, but he's rocking the rim this time. And a scream to the camera. Boy.
Right into your living room on Sky Sports. We knew it was going to get fiery and testy, and it has certainly lived up to that. Maceo Jack for 3. Right on the button.
A good answer. And they've been struggling from the 3-point line. And Maceo Jack has been incredible this season, especially from that corner 3.
Sam Decker's had a great game thus far. And they're going to call over and back. He tried to sell that it was deflected. It was not. And it'll be a turnover ball to the Phoenix. So Ben Thomas, as we mentioned, coach of the year, and he's into a good one now, knowing exactly what his team is capable of doing. So obviously, if you're a Cheshire Phoenix fan, don't give up the hope. This team has got a lot left in the tank. Shot clock at 3. Sharma comes away with it. Decker, long outlet pass. David Nwaba takes flight. And the foul's going to be called as Nwaba certainly looked like he had the elevation to throw that one down, Z, but he had two white jerseys converging on him.
Yeah. And they just say slap on the arm. Let's have a look at this. I don't really see it. Any contact there in the air.
I'm still trying to wonder why he didn't throw that down.
I think he was playing for the foul.
And Nwaba, an 82% free throw shooter, misses the first. This is a guy that stepped up his game in the playoffs. Averaged 14 points for the Lions in the regular season and upped it to 19 during the playoffs. Hits the second one. Remember, he came along in the first part of the year. January 12th, I believe, was his first game, and he's been very impactful for this squad ever since. So now it's David Nwaba's turn to guard LaQuincy Rideau. Aaron Wright hesitates, gets it back to Rideau. He drives the line, kicks it back over to Ulf. Maceo Jack doesn't get it to fall. Sam Decker comes away with it.
Great defensive possession there by London Lions. Sam Decker making Aaron Wright's life a living hell. Can't find an easy look at the basket.
Oh, here's the matchup they want. Dante Grantham on LaQuincy Rideau. Decker for three. Fans were ready to erupt on that one. Aaron Wright's got to get involved, more involved in this Cheshire offense. And they just keep sending bodies at him, literally, as Josh Sharma's going to be called for the foul.
Well, that time Sharma shows a big hedge. Even though, you know, Aaron Wright isn't scoring, you know he can go off so quickly. So they show a big hedge, they foul. So now,
look at this.
Sharma.
Not a real fall off in talent. You got a first-team all-leaguer replacing the Defensive Player of the Year. And why don't we throw Connor Morgan into the mix as well?
Yeah, why not? Good minutes from Sam Decker.
Connor Morgan into the game. Nice drive and nice block as Dante Grantham says to Cam Christon. Not this time.
Yeah, times that perfectly in rhythm with those two steps and blocks that shot. The defensive intensity, I've never seen London Lions so locked in like this.
Oh, beautiful shot, LaQuincy Rideau.
We also saw that you step off of Rideau, just needs a glimpse to let that shot off.
You're always in a game when you've got LaQuincy Rideau and Aaron Wright as Connor Morgan, Canadian sharpshooter.
Yeah, fantastic job. That was all started by Tariq Phillip, the drive into the middle and then the kick out.
Maceo Jack goes Euro. Connor Morgan takes it off the rim. Back come the Lions. So you've got Matt Morgan and Jordan Taylor and Sam Decker all sitting on the bench with Josh Sharma's Gabe Olasheni. He gets his shot off, can't get it to fall. And this is a good opportunity now for Cheshire to make a run.
I think they need to exploit this mismatch. Here it is between Rideau and Olasheni.
Christian can't get that one to drop. David Nwaba comes away with the rebound. And Nwaba head up, looking to run. He'll go right down the middle and lay it in for two.
That's where he's dangerous and he makes his money.
Aaron Wright tries the same thing. He is foul as he goes to the line. And for my money, Z, Aaron Wright and LaQuincy Rideau have got to get that thing going as we check in down courtside. Drew Lasker, always with the VIPs.
That's right, Todd. I'm here on Celebrity Row right here. We got the Sharvas from TikTok. What type of content do you guys put out there?
We put out the greatest content to ever exist. Period.
Pure entertainment. Pure comedy.
Pure comedy. Well, welcome to British basketball. I see you guys getting into it so far. Describe the environment to our watchers out there.
I can't lie. To describe the environment. I can't lie. It's hella live out here. We've got a good crowd out here. London Lions are going to smoke these bums. You already know the vibes, man.
Well, who's the best hooper out of the four? I see you with the Durant jersey. Who's the best? I'm
going to Durant. Yeah, it's me. Don't let them lie. There's a YouTube video out there already. They all got smoked. That's just... By the size of us, I think you can already get an idea who would beat.
Can I just say, that YouTube video was scripted. I'm actually the best, but they didn't want me to win. So.
Hey, well, you can see, guys, they're so excited to be involved in British basketball. We appreciate you guys showing love. The Sharvas, guys.
Wow.
goodness sakes, put that on YouTube.
Maceo Jack making his own TikTok highlight reel. Thank you, Drew Lasker, down on courtside.
Dante Grantham barks right back.
And that the dog also in the
you said highlight. You wanted to see some dogs today. You got it. Dante Grantham has now been teed up a little too much jawing.
Well, here's the, and could have been an and one in my opinion, a slap from Grantham's hand, but had to put him and the ball in the basket.
One bright spot for Cheshire, or should I say for London on this situation, is London's leading on the fast break points 11-3, as Maceo Jack will now go to the line and take the technical foul shots. And this is the kind of stuff that's going to keep Cheshire in the game.
Yep. Especially the free throw line is where their money is at. You've got to keep ticking over the clock. Hey, there's some dollar bills. There's the $1 million Cam I was talking. Is that Cam? Or Maceo Jack in the middle of those dollars? But yes, going back to the this Jack. You've got to hit your free throws, especially, you know, the clock is off. You're able to keep turning over the score.
Big opportunity for the Phoenix to close this into single digits if they can hit the three. Aaron Wright. Ooh, looked like he got the nudge and the hip check. And the officials caught it that time as JT, Jordan Taylor, the captain, down on the ground.
Just taking a moment. Let's have a look. Just gets in the way. Knee to knee, knee to knee. That's exactly what that is. That's sore. I've had that a couple of times. That pain is very difficult to run off. The impact at that speed, at that, you know, that hit.
Such a stabilizing force when you have Jordan Taylor out on the court.
Well, they're going to bring Matt Morgan in now, so they're going to go. Matt Morgan and Tariq Phillip both can handle the ball at the point guard. I think they'll keep Tariq Phillip at the one and have Matt Morgan at the wing.
So this is Petr Bosic's version of the speed package with Tariq Phillip, David Nwaba, and Matt Morgan all on at the same time. Connor Morgan, not too shabby. They go inside the big man. Gabe Olasheni has not had great luck there inside 8 feet. So Quincy Rideau just cuts right through the defense and gets it to fall and gets right up in the grill of Tariq Phillip. You saw that. Quincy Rideau just letting him know.
Here we go. Gets up to the layup. Good answer. And there's a top dog right there with Quincy Rideau's face on it.
Top dog indeed, as they are now within 9 points of the London Lions. Final 30.
Yeah. That's what we want to see.
The kiss cam is going on in the arena.
Get all excited.
Yeah. But just this timeout right now, Cheshire, you know, Quincy Rideau was figuring out, but that layup, I think that's all he needs to see, is the ball go through the net. He will start to get himself going.
London got through Surrey, swept them, then they swept away Newcastle. Relatively easy 4-0 through the playoffs. Same story for the Cheshire Phoenix as they met up with the Bristol Flyers in the quarterfinals, and then they got the Sheffield Sharks and sweeps on both sides. So really, Z, it's the perfect storm with 5:07 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, and that rose, you know, the results for both teams, I think, was just to showcase that these are the two best teams in the league. I feel like they've both had their moments. London Lions, obviously, 33-3, and Cheshire 23-13. But just outstanding regular seasons, and then into the playoff, both teams playing fantastic. I think Matt Morgan talked about since that trophy where they lost, they took it personally and didn't lose from that moment on.
Gabe Olashini's having problems holding on to the rock. Have knocked away twice. They're going to try to give it to him. It's going to be a kick ball, so it'll be reset on the shot clock back to 14. We will step aside. 4:50 to play in the first half. It's the London Lions. Are they going to hoist the trophy, or are the Cheshire Phoenix going to get it done here at the O2? We'll find out when we return. Welcome back to the O2 Arena in London, the final game of the season. Mike Tuck taking in the action. Anyone who is anyone is at the O2 tonight.
Yes, Silver Fox. And also Conor Morgan is in the building and onto the scoreboard.
Back to a baker's dozen now as London leads it by 12. One of these teams will be hoisting the trophy tonight after the end of this one. Cheshire Phoenix beat him in the trophy final up in Birmingham. London would like to return the favor here. But no, that's a bad matchup. If I'm London, Gabe Olashini just not going to be able to stay with him.
Well, they're getting that mismatch every single time on the pick, and he's not really taking full advantage, but he did that.
And a nice feed from Olashini to Conor Morgan, who gets a little dunk in with some emphasis.
Not just little, or a little rock as well. Make sure you know he's up there. And a lovely, London Lions love that guy cutting from the baseline. They have multiple looks at that all season. And on the end was Conor Morgan.
Aaron Rye doing what he does best, cuts to the lane, and he's just a little hard off the glass. It comes out wide.
And they tapped it off the glass, so they'll count that bucket. You can't have any interference when the ball hits the rim. Here's the baseline cut I was talking about. It's very hard to guard, also hangs on the rim. And then there was interference. When the offense shoots the ball and it touches the rim, it must be able to go in without a defender, you know, interrupting it.
And the foul is called before the Morgan kick out to Sam Decker. So it's 32-41, London on top, 3:36 to play in this one. Todd Harris, Zane Stewart, Drew Laster with you on Championship Sunday here on Sky Sports as we bring to close the 23-24 season with everyone already talking about this fall. Business at hand, though, and someone got to get a hand in the face of Conor Morgan. He's getting way too many good looks. Maceo Jack will step aside, and Cam Kristen, young man out of Allen, Texas, down Drew Lasker's way, played his college ball at Grambling. Comes in for Ben Thomas. Z, I still don't know for my money if I've seen enough of Aaron Rye with the ball.
No, I would have to agree. I don't think he's been aggressive, but he does have Sam Decker. And again, Tariq Phillip taking this defensive stand to real personal.
Ethan Chargois wasn't ready for it, and Skylar White's going to be called for the foul as Gabe Olashini was just set up way too far underneath.
99, Skylar White.
Almost had to do that.
Sideline section for the Lions.
So with 3:08 to play, London will take it on the out of bounds. Tariq Phillip has been such a spark. Matt Morgan now rises up and buries it.
Kisses the three to the sky. And it's on the referee.
And the official table has called a timeout
by the Cheshire
for Cheshire. So Cheshire's taking the timeout as they trail by 12, 3:03. Right now gives us a good opportunity to check in with Jeanette Kwachi, Obi Soko, and Rob Paternostro to find out what's coming up at the half at Championship Sunday.
Todd and Azania, thank you so much. We're up here in the gantry, repositioned, and it is a game, and London look like they're in control. What's caught your eye, Coach Rob?
Well, London in the trophy final gave up 98 points. Today they've come out and played defense. That swarming defense has been tough for Cheshire to penetrate.
Okay, we'll get into that. And Obi, for you.
I think we talked about one MVP today, but we forgot to mention Sam Decker. Sam Decker has gotten off to a great start. I think really giving those guys a spot.
It'll be interesting to see how he gets on for the rest of the game. The London defense, Sam Decker, and plenty more coming up at halftime. But Todd and Azania, hand back to you.
All right, thank you, Jeanette. I think that's a great point that Coach Rob brought up. London gave up 98 points in that trophy championship game when they lost 98-82. And here they are, keeping Cheshire to 32 points with just 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, it's been their emphasis, and I definitely think they've taken it personal as we're seeing the London wave go round arena. Whoa, come on, you missed it. It was our time to shine. But yes, the defense, I think the defense is definitely a personal endeavor that Tariq Phillip has taken on. You can see right now the camera, please go into Tariq Phillip and LaQuincy Rideau. They're barking at each other, they're taking it on, they're looking at each other dead in the eye. I love it.
Rideau gets the switch. Connor Morgan comes over on the help. Nice job there by Connor Morgan, hold his ground. Matt Morgan, the speedy Matt Morgan, up and in. That's Ivy League on Ivy League crime. Cornell on Dartmouth.
Well, no, that's Formula One speed down the court.
Aaron Rye comes right back, and that's what we need to see more of Aaron Rye. And a nice interception there on the inbound play, unable to hold on to his Cam Kristen. That would have been huge if they could come away with that swing. 2:20 to play here in the first half. Good opportunity now for Cheshire. Come away with some big defensive stands. Gabe Olashini still can't get it to fall. Almost point blank. LaQuincy Rideau now. Aaron Rye. Thought about driving the paint, backs it down. Sam Decker on him. Goes to the spin, backside, inside, up and under, uses the glass. It might not be pretty all the time, Z, but it's effective.
Yeah, and it was needed. He's having a tough time versus Sam Decker's length and speed, but I like it. He's got tricks in his bag, and look at this. Takes his time, poise, understanding where he is under the basket, and then finishes. That's big time.
15 points and 5 rebounds in the last game against London. But you go back to December 15th, Aaron Rye went off for 32 points against London. So the MVP runner-up showing exactly why he certainly garnered plenty of votes.
He sure did. And, you know, and I did think he had a wonderful season. Matt Morgan, they were going back and forth. Total scoring, Todd. Matt Morgan had 576 total points, and Aaron Rye had 574. So it was only 2 points between those two guys in the running for MVP. I thought he had a tremendous season. He was fantastic. It's his first time in the British Basketball League, and like I talked about, the deceleration, how do you guard him? He's a matchup problem. He's got size, he's got physicality, he's got handles, and clearly he's got the finish around the rim.
Aaron Rye, one of the smartest players in the league, as Azania pointed out, his rookie BBL season, graduated from Dartmouth University. They don't just let anyone in there in a neuroscience degree. Rye now with 11 points and 1 rebound. They're going to need a lot more from him in the second half as we get underway again. 10 points, under 2 to play here in the first half. Decker gets it into Morgan. Olasheni now from 5 feet. Gets that one to fall. He holds his hands up kind of like, finally.
Exactly what I was going to say. Struggling, like you said.
But Quincy Rideau is free to roam. Can't get it to fall. Sam Decker, quick feet, gets there. Rideau kind of sweeps right back. No one called out on the help, but he picks his pocket.
Wow, Rideau getting back.
Skylar White.
The roof was ready to rock, wasn't it, off that Skylar White 3, what we've seen him hit so many times.
Matt Morgan using that extra speed, and they'll give him the continuation. MVP to MVP last year to this year.
And one. And Matt Morgan has just been so tremendous. And they gave him the continuation because the foul, and then he had his 2 steps into the layup.
So it's 50-36. It was a 10-point ball game, and then all of a sudden you hear the chant of MVP.
Ricocheted around the arena. MVP. Wonderful moment. Wow. Oh, this is giving me chills. I love that. You know, you see it in the MVP, in NBA.
Oh. So the MVP misses a free throw, and the defensive player of the year comes in and says, let me just finish this for you.
Let me help you out.
Final minute of the first half. Aaron Wright. Rideau on Sharma. And ball goes out of bounds, and it was a London Lion who had possession of it when it went out of bounds. So it's going to be 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Cheshire with the ball. 52-36 here on Championship Sunday. 2 best teams in the league. This is 1 versus 2. Right. With his back to the rim, and somehow Aaron Rye finds a way to get it in.
And he knew exactly what was on the shot clock, took his time, and the referee just giving Tariq a little warning, saying, you can't pass the ball back to me.
And there's going to be an offensive foul. Josh Sharma wags the finger a la Dikembe Mutombo, but foul is called.
So that's his second foul. So they're going to go back to Gabe Olasheni.
Sharma not happy about leaving the game with 33 seconds in the first half. Wanted to make an impact. So we'll see if the Cheshire Phoenix can turn this into something. 1v1. Rideau for 3.
Gotta hit it. Gotta hit it. Misunderstanding, miscommunication between the London Lions defense, and they leave Rideau wide open. Of course he's gonna knock that one down.
52-41, the shot clock is off. Matt Morgan, Gabe Olasheni. And the charge called on Olasheni as Skylar White takes a fall.
Skylar White using his body, sacrificing his body, takes that hit from Gabe Olasheni down. That's a big guy.
Mo Solowati gets in here for the final 1.9 seconds. Long pass into the Cheshire bench. Touched nothing, so the clock doesn't start as Aaron Wright takes a tumble.
And Quincy Rideau angry with Shagwa, saying, I'm right here, bro, is what he just said to him. Just make the easy pass, but he's gone for the long $1 million pass to Aaron Ryan. Turns it over and gives this last 1.9 to London Lions.
And more substitutions coming as Ben Thomas is going to bring in the sharpshooter Maceo Jack. LaQuincy's going to take a seat. A little chess match here, folks. There's still 1.9 seconds left, and the coaches are like, I got to squeeze out at least one more 3.
Well,
can't get him get a foul. So
right?
Olf comes in. Skylar White goes out. Mo Solowadi's going to stay on. Connor Morgan's going to go out.
Solowadi checks in. The reason for that, no time and gone.
David Nwaba comes off. Connor Morgan's back on.
Checks in.
Well,
all right, so we're all set now for the final 1.9 seconds.
Looks like there's going to be a back screen by Dante Grantham and Matt Morgan at the top there. Let's have a look.
Philip to trigger. Matt Morgan. Dante Grantham. Single pump, lets it fly off the mark. So the first half of Championship Sunday has come to a conclusion. London led by 10. After one quarter, they lead by 11 at the half, 52-41, as the players make their way to their respective dressing rooms. Very interesting. We knew it was going to be a very tightly contested game, but I think Tariq Phillip has upped the ante on the defense.
I think so, and he came off the bench, right, and had to play extra minutes as Jordan Taylor got a bit injured. But for me, it's him. His intensity and his defense has been incredible.
Sam Decker standing by with our Drew Lasker.
Thanks, Todd. Sam, that first half, that defense looked more like a pack dog.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to show help but not get too extended because they got good shooters, and it's just about being, pressure, pick up points on the ball. And when we do that, we can speed them up and hopefully force some misses. But the big thing is if they only get one shot and we get a rebound, make or miss, or we'll be fine. We just can't let them get second opportunities, and that happened a couple times. But other than that, I was happy with what we did.
It looked very physical out there. Describe the intensity out there on the floor.
I mean, it is what it is, right? It's a championship game. The atmosphere is going to be exciting. They came out with a lot of fire in them, and a lot of stuff I don't really play around with. I just whatever. I try to play my game, enjoy it, have some fun. It's a great atmosphere, and hopefully we can come out on top 20 more minutes.
Thanks for your time, Sam. Let's head upstairs to Jeanette and the crew.
Thank you very much, Drew. Thank you very much indeed. Cheshire Phoenix 41, London Lions 52. We're going to get into everything right after the break. It is Championship Sunday, and it is the British Basketball League playoff final. A hostile environment for the Knicks, but it means nothing. All tied up for most of the first, and then the Lions started to slowly pull away with a 10-point lead at the end of the first. Then it started to stretch even further with incredible defense from London Lions, but the Phoenix showing signs of what they can do, and that included MVP runner-up Aaron Wright. It wasn't always pretty, but he was working to get it done. And at the break, you can see they started to stretch even more. But for London, distribution was the name of the game. For Decker, Connor Morgan, Matt Morgan, and Dante Grantham, at one point they were all on 7 points. And if you look here, Coach Rob alongside me, we can really see that three-point field goal percentage for Cheshire Phoenix. They need to do a bit better than that.
Yeah, great job from the Lions defense, holding them to 4 for 15. The other stat that jumps out to me, 11 turnovers for the Phoenix. They got to take care of it better in the second half.
And Obi, when you look at that, what jumps out for you? What do the Phoenix need to do to show that they can beat this London Lions team today?
I mean, the turnovers are absolutely big deal, because if you look over there, they've only had 19 shot attempts, and the way they play, obviously they like to get up a lot of reps, they shoot a lot of threes, they make and miss a lot of threes, but it's all predicated on them getting up a lot of shots, and the Lions defense has just been suffocating so far and haven't allowed them to do that.
I think that might be the word, suffocating. They're not giving Cheshire a break at all. That is clearly part of their game plan today, Coach.
Yeah,
Rob.
no question about it. I thought that first quarter, they were 5 for 16 from the field, Cheshire. They really came out and did a good job on defense. I thought the second unit was swarming all over when they came in, and they really made an impact, led by the defender, the dog, Tariq Phillip. You could see how hard he was playing and how much he wants that. And I think that when you have a guy playing like that, it carries over to the other players.
Yeah, it's contagious almost, Ovi.
It is, and here you see the guys off the bench just making plays. This unit, I was really impressed with them. The guys that came off the bench, they came in, they saw that, okay, the game was kind of going in a so-so direction. They didn't quite take control of the game.
Yeah.
And the bench, they came in and did what you do, they took up a notch.
Ovi, I want to stay with you because I want to talk about Sam Decker.
Yeah.
You mentioned to me at the start of today, watch out for Sam Decker. He's not probably had the season that he wanted, but today is a time where he can really show out.
I mean, Sam Decker, he is a 6'9", 230-pound wing small forward. He is incredible. I cannot say enough just how talented and how difficult a guard it is. His size, at that size, 6'9", you just do a terrific job. And the bigs here, they really set the tone.
Yeah, he's part of a group of offensive big men. They're not playing today, Coach Rob.
Well, there's times where they're going 6'9", 6'9", 6'9" across the front line, and you can see in the clips here, attacking the rim. They did a really good job with that size of taking it to the basket.
I mean, how do you defend against bigs like that, Ovi?
I mean, you really can't. You almost have to live with what they do the least. So in Gabe's case, you're going to try and want to push him out. Connor Morgan, you might want to get him a little bit closer to the basket. Just take them out of their comfort zone.
It's just like acceptance. It is what it is at this point, but they don't want to do that. Cheshire are going to fight. Aaron Wright, like we say, he's getting it done. It's not pretty as we like it. It's ugly, but he's getting it done.
He's getting it done, and I thought he kept them in the game. They were in danger of being blown out in the first half, and here comes Aaron Wright. He does it in many ways. He goes from backboard to backboard. He gets the defensive rebounds at times, get the offense. He goes in semi-transition. You want to give him, boom, contact? It doesn't matter. He's so strong and so tough to defend, and if it wasn't for him today, we could be, talking about a blowout here.
Yeah, Ivy, when you look at this Cheshire team, what do they need to do for the second half to get it done, to show that they can come and get this trophy?
They need to get some stops because they're down, and then just play their style. Their style, they get down big, but they can come back just like that. The way they can shoot the ball, just get back to playing your style.
And what would you be saying to your team?
Yeah, if I'm Cheshire, I'm like, hey, lay it out on the line. There is no tomorrow. Go get it now. Stay aggressive, too, especially from the three-point line.
Okay, well, it's halftime here. The British Basketball League playoff final. The London Lions leading the Cheshire Phoenix. Can the Cheshire Phoenix turn it around? Or are London Lions on the way to something pretty special? We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the British Basketball League playoff final. It's half-time and the score is London Lions 52, Cheshire Phoenix 41. The second half is just moments away, and this is the final game of an incredible season, which means that it's time to celebrate all of the achievements of all of those involved in the game. So here, with some of the end-of-season awards, is Dan Routledge.
Matt Morgan is the men's MVP after a standout first season in the British Basketball League. Averaging 19 points per game, Morgan is arguably the deadliest shooter in the league. He topped the charts in three-point percentage, was second in free throw shooting, and even placed in the top 10 in field goal percentage, with his deadly speed leaving defenders trailing in his wake. GB superstar Temi Fagbenle is the women's MVP after spearheading London's success both home and abroad. Averaging 13 points and 6 rebounds per game, Fagbenle shot a scarcely believable 72% from the floor, by some distance the best season average in the history of the Women's British Basketball League. Men's Coach of the Year is Ben Thomas, claiming the award for the first time. The lifelong Cheshire fan has had an incredible season with the Phoenix, leading them to trophy glory in January and showing their consistency all year to finish second in the regular season. He's also only the second coach to win 4 Coach of the Month awards in the same season. Women's Coach of the Year is Stella Calcido after leading London Lions to the perfect campaign. 25 games played, 25 games won, and all by a double-figure margin as they look to complete the domestic sweep in the playoff final. Not only that, but Stella made history by leading the Lions to the Eurocup Women's Crown, the first ever continental success for a British team.
I think you'll agree, such deserved winners. In addition to the Moulton MVP and Coach of the Year awards, Sheffield's Nate Montgomery and London's Shanice Beckford-Norton picked up the Community Champion Award thanks to their outstanding work in their local communities. Cheshire's Maceo Jack and Essex Rebels' Megan Haynes collected the Most Improved Player awards. Defensive Player of the Year went to London's Josh Sharma and Caledonia's Lakin James. And the 6th Player of the Year is given to the player who has the most impact coming off the bench. And that went to Cheshire's rookie, Cam Kristen, and London's Abby Myers. Already seen her in action a bit earlier. And also, the Young Player of the Year went to 17-year-old GB International and Nottingham Wildcat, Valerie Cassidy DeFalco. And if you want to check out who made the defensive team and the British team and the Team of the Year, please go on the British Basketball League website for all of those details. Yeah, and I mean, we've been talking about Matt Morgan, and Coach Rob, do you believe he deserved that MVP award?
It was close with Rye, but I think so. With the dominance of London throughout the season, I think Matt Morgan was the right choice.
Yeah, so he takes it for you, just?
Very close.
Just. And I'm going to ask the coach question to Ovi. It was given to Ben Thomas. What, in your opinion, was that the right decision?
I feel like, yeah, given the team, and I feel like he's had the Cinderella Team of the Year, and anytime you have that sort of team, the coach, you have to have him in the discussion at least, so I'm not angry at him winning.
Well, we can hear it from Coach Ben Thomas now. Before the second half starts, here's Drew Lasker.
Coach, we see you very animated there in the first half. Can you tell us your frustrations from the sidelines?
We're just not playing how we have been all season. And credit to London, they've brought the intensity defensively, taken us out of some of our actions, but we've just got to be better. And I'm just trying to get the team fired up.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
No worries.
So it's just 20 minutes that stands between one of these teams and a trophy at the playoff final. I'm going to hand you back to Todd Harris and Azania Stewart.
Thank you, Jeanette. As we get set for the second half, 20 minutes of basketball to determine a title winner here as we wrap up what has been an amazing season. And credit to all those players, coaches, staff members, community performers like Shanice Beckford-Norton for doing such a great job this year.
Yeah, that's fantastic, and especially you can get an award like that to wrap up your season. We've got a fair few award winners on here. Maceo Jack.
Maceo doesn't get the shooter's role, but on the inside, they're going to get the foul, and it looks like Ethan Chargois coming across, fouling Connor Morgan.
Connor Morgan a little bit shaken up. I think it was more of an elbow, and any action to the face or to the head will always be deemed as a foul or double checked. So I'm glad to see that he's up.
$52-41. And Tariq Phillip is going to stay in. Just saw Jordan Taylor take a shot to the knee in that first half, so that is the only change on that end. Connor Morgan, Sam Decker, first one out of the locker room at the half, getting some extra shots in. Gabe Olasheni gets that one to fall. Also calling for a foul. Olasheni really struggled, Z, from inside 8 feet until the end. He able to get 2 shots to drop.
Yeah, it was just catching the ball, I think.
Oh, what a pocket pick. Here we go, Tariq Phillip.
Tariq Phillip adds to his steals. He had 3 in the first half, make it 4. He was that impact player, 7 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, and the steals, and here he is again.
The Lions have ratcheted up their defense even more. Matt Morgan for 3.
Timeout.
Bingo. Timeout call there.
Timeout. You couldn't call it any quicker. The third quarter is such an important quarter where Cheshire could have really started to chip away at that lead, but no, London Lions come out even hot and heavier.
This is called putting your boot on the opponent's throat.
Packing the punches. Matt Morgan, MVP in the corner. Nothing but net splashes, but for me, it's Tariq Phillip. Todd, the defense over and over. He's being a pester, he's being annoying, and he's being relentless. That's Brooklyn, New York for you.
The Brooklyn native certainly lifting the level of defensive intensity. Todd Harris and Zania Stewart with you. I think that has been the difference. We all reckon back to what happened in January at the trophy final. This is a different level of defense that London's playing.
Oh, they took it personal. You know, they said they couldn't wait for this matchup. They've been waiting for it all playoffs. They wanted Cheshire to come back. But for me, yet again, I've spoken about it, it's Tariq Phillip. I just think his heat, his heaviness, his focus and intensity is next level. So his teammates are matching it, and the energy is contagious.
Ben Thomas, the coach of the year, talking with Drew Lasker there just before the start of the second half. His frustration obviously is visible. How does he get his team back to playing Cheshire ball?
Well, you're right. He said he was a bit upset, and I guarantee you right now he's even more upset. They've come into this third quarter, and now a 7-0 run. But since the start, he's upset. Look at him. And you have to call a timeout or it'll just get out of hand. So they've got to answer here. Something solid, something easy. The London Lions isn't making anything easy.
Trailed by 11 at the half, and London comes out and reels off 7 quick points, statement points you like to call them. Skylar White had a look at a 3 clutches, and doesn't get it to fall, but Maceo Jack is there to put it in. So Maceo Jack turns that into a plus as they pick up 2 very badly needed points to stem the flow of offense coming from the way of the London Lions. Olasheni. Oh, nice pass from Matt Morgan. Kicks it out. Sam Decker shot. Rims out. Here comes Aaron Rye. Surveying the field. Kicks it back to Skylar White. Skylar driving, faking left. Fall away and gets the glass shot to go.
And good from Skylar White. He's seeing his 3-point shot isn't dropping, so change it up. He's able to do that. Puts the ball on the floor. It is a matchup nightmare and gets to that mid-range.
Sam Decker got in the air, thought about shooting it, kicks it out to Gabe Olasheni, who suddenly found the touch here at the 0-2. Trading baskets is just not going to work. It's simple math.
Yeah.
Ooh, Maceo Jack goes baseline and able to flush it.
Oh, great job by Jack. Left Matt Morgan in the dust. Not like him.
Connor Morgan. Olasheni keeps it alive. Shot clock back to 14. Connor Morgan again kicks it out to Matt Morgan. No relation. And Sam Decker. Gabe Olasheni is perfect within 5 feet this half.
He's back, but it was from that rebound from Sam Decker getting an extra possession.
Oh, nice play there as Ethan Chargois of Tulsa, Oklahoma, takes the pass, the foul, and he'll go to line to try to complete the three-point play.
Wonderful job from Maceo Jack in that pick and roll. His eyes was up and waiting for Chargois, rolling to the rim. He knew exactly where he wanted to get the ball. Look at this. There's just the layup and the finish.
Z, this is championship caliber ball. Obviously London doing their thing, but Cheshire easily could have rolled over and said, you know, it's just not our day.
Yeah.
Walking away, and they are coming back. There's definitely still some dog in the top dogs.
I don't think it's their style. You know, it's their DNA to be tough. Also, they're competitors. Also, they want to win another trophy. They know they've had it in them, that they've beaten London Lions before.
Oh, what a dish. MVP to MVP this year to last year's, as Matt Morgan puts that speed on display. Everyone converges on him, and they leave Sam Decker. Chargois comes down the middle, and he's going to get another opportunity for an and one, as he was kind of bumped in the air awkwardly and came down.
But you're right, Todd. They can't trade baskets, can they? They've got to get stops down the other end. Here it is, MVP to MVP. You're right. That's a beautiful play.
So once again, Ethan Chargois, this is not a deja vu. Just moments ago, same thing, stepped up. So 6 quick points from Ethan Chargois, but they are changing buckets back and forth. 65-53, 12-point lead for the London Lions. Situation where the trophy final up in Birmingham, London was down late. Kept thinking they were going to make a run. They're waiting, maybe too patient. That shot off the mark. Maceo Jack now. LaQuincy Rideau with the ball. Who's going to pick him up? No one, so he'll step back and gets nothing but London air, and the fans supporting the Lions are going to let him hear about it.
Yeah. You know, we've seen him hit it in the first half, and just a quiet Cheshire fans. Maybe they need something to get going, and they needed that. And, you know, Skylar White also 1 from 5 from 3.
Such a great core group that the Cheshire Phoenix have. Wow, sharing is caring, and Sam Decker, everyone giving Slam Decker a little extra love.
And it's that baseline cut again.
Right. Again, it just finds a way. Aaron Wright takes the bump, big body, no problem there. Steps back, hits the little floater.
The London Lions offense right now.
Decker. Oleshening in the backside, can't hold on to it. Body's on the ground. Decker, Rye. Ball comes up into the hands of Skylar White. Always wanted to be a point guard. Skylar White is going to get fouled by Connor Morgan, but he had the left arm out there. And there was some contact back at the other end as players trying to extract themselves from one another. 4:56 to play in the third. 67-55. Cheshire barking back at the Lions. We've got royalty in the O2 as the London Lions women's squad, fresh off of winning the Euro Cup, the regular season, and today defeating Newcastle for the title, a well-deserved honor, and that is a complete squad.
Yeah, it is, and they're sitting pretty courtside.
Back here inside the O2, the men now take center stage, Cheshire and London. Oh, Aaron Rye with just a beauty, and lets Gabe Olasheni know about it.
Yeah, high arcing three-point shot.
Still talking to him. We're taking this up another level. Dante Grantham comes in, and he's like a little extra added hot sauce for the London Lions. Matt Morgan kicks it out. Tariq Phillip. Grantham now. Thought about the three. LaQuincy Rideau forces him into an awkward shot, and they're going to call a foul on Skylar White, who can't believe it. Wow, I tell you what, 4:24 to play in the third, and things are heating up right now. Speaking of hot, let's go down to our courtside man, Drew Lasker.
Thanks, Todd. I'm here with Jake Wood from East Enders. What brings you out to British basketball?
Listen, I've been here about 3 or 4 times, and this event, the final, I always come back and support the event. It's amazing, man. It's just, you know, we've got a packed O2. The atmosphere's off the scale. I'm here, my kids, my family, they love it. So, yeah, I'm always happy to support.
All right, if they need another body, are we able to throw you out there as a sub?
If they've got any injuries, I'm there. Yeah, totally. Throw me in.
Okay, can you slam dunk?
I can do nothing. I've got no knowledge about the game, but I just love being there. I love the atmosphere. Yeah, it's a close game today, so yes. But listen, honestly, if you're thinking about going to support a game, go and get involved, or you know, just support basketball in this country, go along, get involved. It's so exciting. You know, I'm a football fan, so like normally there's a goal every like 30 minutes if you're lucky. Here there's like a slam dunk every 30 seconds. It's mad.
Yeah, the energy is crazy. I'm gonna put you on the spot. You got to choose a winner, London or Cheshire. Who you going for?
I'm going to go London because I'm from London, so yeah, that's it.
Representing the hometown there, Todd, we got Jake Wood in the house, baby.
Thank you very much. That is true dedication. Of course he's going to pick London. He's an East Ender.
Yeah.
Got to go to the London Lions. I got to give a lot of love to not only the fans that turned out today, but everyone that's been making British basketball what it is this year. You think about it, today is the final day of the Premier League. I don't know if you've heard about that league before, but the Premier League final game of the season. And look at all the fans that have turned out to watch the British Basketball League.
Yeah, I'm a little salty because I don't think Arsenal are going to get it done. But nice soft touch from Jaguar. But Max is who I know from EastEnders. I didn't know his real name. You know, you only know their star names. And I've watched EastEnders for years.
We've got an 8-point game and another steal coming. David Nwaba returns the favor. He spins on Aaron Rye, not taking any foul, and LaQuincy Rideau somehow comes away with it.
Wow.
Cam Kristen lets the three go. Buries it. We've got ourselves a 5-point ball game in the capital city.
Huge, Todd. Wow. Cam Kristen to hold his poise, but also that balance. He let the defense fly by.
And Cam Kristen taking personal umbrance with the London Lion bench. Instead of going to celebrate with his squad, he goes over and has to be held back by Aaron Rye. Don't look now. Here come the Knicks. Technical foul has been assessed. Here it is.
Look at that. He lets the defense fly by, resets his feet, and then as he shoots the ball, he looks at the bench. Look, defense goes by, resets, lets it go, and then it's hopefully, we miss him, but he turns around and stares down London Lions bench.
So it's a technical foul on Cam Kristen. He's letting the officials know why he was so heated, and it was something on the London bench, whether someone said something as he finished his follow-through and hit the shot. He was kind of out of bounds and awfully close to the personnel for the London Lions.
Well, listen, this is an intense environment. It's the finals. They're making a comeback. The energy, the momentum is with the Cheshire Phoenix. Of course, sometimes you take that technical foul. It's a difficult one because obviously London Lions puts 1 point on the board, but that momentum, that, stare down, I'm here and I'm here to play. So I'm really glad Cheshire have made a run back and chipped back into this lead.
69-63, 3:16 to play in the third. And then we've got the dessert, the piece de resistance, the main course, the fourth quarter. 10 minutes of British basketball for the title. And this one's far from over.
Yeah, and Coach Bozic, you definitely, and this is the thing about basketball, right? It's about ups and downs, roundabouts, also momentum. A team may go on a run, but a team like Cheshire can answer that run. They play with intensity. They're not going to let down. They're going to play till the very end. And so we see Coach Bozic call a timeout, stop the bleeding, stop the momentum, and get them back into the groove.
Good fight across the boards by all the players, coaches, and staff. And the fans that are here, they are certainly enjoying this show. Special shout out to our main man, Archer Wilhurst, hospitalized on Friday. We want to send him our very best wishes. Get better soon, buddy.
Hopefully he's watching on Sky Sports.
So Coach Bozic calls the timeout.
Yeah.
They get the technical, but he's got a sense, uh-oh, this is deja vu all over again from Birmingham earlier this year. I do not want to see this happen again.
Yeah, and they were only up 5 in Birmingham at halftime. It was 50-45. It was only a 5-point game that they were up, and then Cheshire came back. So that timeout was definitely needed because you can just feel it. And glad to see Taylor back in the game.
Grantham for a deep three. And Waba goes right back up with it. Athletic and Waba. Oh, he gets tied up with Rideau.
And Rideau played into that because David and Waba, his momentum as he goes up for a layup is turning and gets caught up, and then Rideau gets hit. Very smart play, and he's upset about it. Here it is. Look, he scores he jumps back up, and then his momentum. He tries to defend the ball, and look, it just gives that little shove. The smaller Rideau.
Somehow, LaQuincy Rideau is always in the mix. And Waba walks right past him. Just a brush by. Not this time. David Nwaba rips away the rebound. Comes right back towards Maceo Jack, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. He's still steamed about that foul.
You can see he's taking it personal, right? He said, give me that ball, and he drives all the way down the other end and gets a foul and goes to the line.
David Nwaba averaging over 18 points per game in the playoffs. He's one of the players we talked about upping his game. Came in averaging 14 points and 5 boards during the regular season.
And the thing is, Todd, it's in the minutes. He's only playing, the quarters and the semis. He's only playing 17 minutes. And he's doing fantastic. His production with those minutes. He's playing a little bit more today.
He's been in the country for just over 5 months, as David Nwaba out of Los Angeles, California, played his college ball at Cal Poly, and then spending time in the NBA for a few seasons.
Oh, his body looks like an NBA player. It's jacked, calves, muscles.
Aaron Rye going right at the Defensive Player of the Year, and it's off the chest. Could have probably called a foul, but they don't, as it stays with the Phoenix. Looks like Ethan Chargois was the last one to touch it.
So
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah. Offensive foul.
And right off the bat, Cam Kristen gets tangled up with the MVP, Matt Morgan. This is the kind of stuff that I'm sure Ben Thomas loves, the aggressiveness, the way his boys are fighting, but you got to be smart.
Yeah, you've got to be smart indeed, intelligent. Don't just shove and push. You've got to be intentional with your movements. And so he'll hit the bench. Jump ball.
And Quincy Rideau once again in the mix. And the possession arrow after the jump ball is called will stay with the Lions. See, you know we still have another quarter to go.
I do.
I was just going to say, this is already getting feisty for a full game. We got another quarter. And Waba, wheeling, dealing. Can't get it to fall. Rideau with the stiff arm, and they're going to get Jordan Taylor as he came in.
I don't know if I like that foul, Todd. I do appreciate that, but yet again, LaQuincy Rideau. But here, good defense from Jack, and then Rideau just in the way, and then just stiff arms.
You know, LaQuincy Rideau loves stepping to the line and hearing the boos.
Oh yeah, he lives for it. He doesn't mind it at all. And also, but gets the Cheshire Phoenix fans out of their seats and on their feet.
Goes through his free throw shooting routine and gets the roll. So Sam Decker and Tariq Phillip come in. Matt Morgan will step off, as will the captain, Jordan Taylor. 2:09 to play in the third. 6-point London lead. Winner takes the title. Simple as that. Grantham and Waba.
Baseline going, moving now.
Decker. Ball knocked away. Maceo Jack with it. Jack on the drive and the layup.
Fantastic job by Jack. Wonderful. Gets in the way.
100 seconds remains in this third quarter. 4-point ball game with 100 seconds to play in the third. And that's an easy call right in front of the officials. Ethan Chargois stepped right in, and he'll pick up the foul. So 1:31 to play, 91 seconds, 72-68. Z, it looked like earlier in the third this thing might be over, as London had built a huge double-digit lead, and now Cheshire has done what Cheshire does.
Just Chargois, that's his fourth, I think, right? Is that a fourth foul? And Taylor has a fourth foul, but you're right. I told you that, Todd. I said Cheshire's going to fight till the very end, and it's only the third quarter, so they fought to the very end of this third quarter, and then we've got the fourth, which you like to call dessert, a cherry on top, to figure out who our champion's going to be.
You know the big winners are? Everyone watching on Sky Sports and everyone in the O2 Arena, because we've got one quarter, and if you thought the first 3 quarters were heated, buckle up.
Yeah.
Phillip runs it back up to 6. But Z, if you're Cheshire and Ben Thomas, the coach of the year, you got to feel great. You got this thing to within 6 with a quarter still to play.
Yeah, exactly where they wanted. Yeah, exactly where they wanted. You know, Skylar White hasn't even gone off yet. Aaron Wright, you are exactly where you want to be.
Oh, come on! Rideau got the matchup he was looking for. Can't get the shot to drop. Ryan Phillip takes the bump off the glass, can't get it to fall. Here comes Maceo Jack, he's got numbers. Deep 3, Stevens. There comes Grantham. Now Decker. Six on the shot clock. Aaron Wright somehow comes away with it. Grantham on him. Wright into the lane. Kicks it out. Maceo. Jack.
Beautiful offense. Way to share the ball. That is team basketball. Goes inside. Gives up a good shot for a better shot. Wow. And he nails it.
3-point ball game. Shot clock is off. Tariq Phillip lobs it up to Sharma. Final second. Rideau lets it fly. Just off the front of the rim.
This is what British Basketball League playoff action is all about.
This is what we want, right?
The Lions led by 10 after 1. They led by 11 at the half. It is now a 3-point ball game. Fourth quarter coming up next on Sky Sports. The Cheshire Phoenix outscored the London Lions 30-22 in that pivotal third period, and now they trail it just by 3. Maceo Jack has come alive. LaQuincy Rideau has been in the mix the entire time, and Aaron Rye, well, he's just doing Aaron Rye things. Here we go, the final 10 minutes for a title.
Gosh, 9 points from Jack.
Maceo Jack, look at this. Gets his own rebound, reset the shot clock, ball knocked away. David Nwaba comes away with it. Skylar White thought about taking a chance. Connor Morgan, he'll pull the trigger on a 3. Can't get it to drop. Sam Decker comes away with it for the Lions. Good look for Connor Morgan. Usually knocks that one down. And now an opportunity for Cheshire to tie or cut it to 1. Make it cut it to 1.
Gosh, and that's where LaQuincy Rideau is so good. He's so strong, physical. You would think Grantham with the length would be better, but he just bulldozes them out the way.
Morgan to Decker. Clutch.
Automatic. He gets that ball in that shooting pocket. Beautiful follow through. You know that's nothing but net.
77-73. Aaron Rye takes the bump, takes the contact. 3 men on him, and he's fouled as he tries to pass it over to Skylar White. We get Sam Decker.
Foul call against number 7, Sam Decker. Outscored on the floor, baseline possession.
See, I cannot believe what Cheshire has done once again.
Yeah, look at this shot. See what I mean? That's a picture perfect jump shot.
Dante Grantham. There's blocks, and then there's some blocks with attitude.
Yeah.
That was the latter.
Yet again, just a good backdoor play. But there's the length, the swipe through.
Connor Morgan hits the deck. Best way to describe this game so far, Z? Spicy.
Spicy hot. That's exactly what it is, with a little bit of sass and attitude.
Spicy and fuego. Maceo Jack on the delay, going to get Connor Morgan on the trail, and Morgan grabs him. At least that's what the call was, and they're going to say, and they're going to give him their continuation.
They sure did.
Sam Decker's out there saying, you know, he took off from the 3-point line when you blew the whistle.
Have a look. He hits him there. 1, 2. Yep, it's the right call. The continuation after the foul. So only be 1 free throw at the line.
I was saying, coach always says play to the whistle. Play till after the whistle.
Absolutely.
Get that continuation. We've got ourselves a 1-point ball game in the O2 Arena in London on Championship Sunday as the British Basketball League comes to a conclusion. The 2 best teams going at it in a heavyweight prize fight. Dante Grantham with the floater. Can't get it to fall. Skylar White skies. Can't get it. Inside. Connor Morgan. He's blocked. And the ball's pinned. You've seen it all today.
And called it a foul, though. Because I was going to say the ball was, we call that a wedgie in basketball, where it wedges between the glass. Look at this. Wedges it right in between.
That foul?
Let's have a look. Saying a foul.
Maybe on the net.
Skylar White's going to have to go to the bench.
Big Skylar's going to take a seat. Connor Morgan steps up and misses badly on the first one. Connor Morgan, that is his first free throw attempt in the playoffs. Hard to believe.
I'm sorry, what? And he's missed the first. That's his first. Wow.
I know, I had to double check.
So not like him. He's so aggressive to the rim. Really hit a bit of a slump in this
matchup we wanted.
Last couple of weeks.
Now the switch. Maceo Jack feeling it. Not this time. Grantham to Nwaba.
This is where Nwaba's dangerous when he's in.
takes that bump like nothing. Thought he was going to get the foul call. Doesn't get anything. And Aaron Rye now looking to push the pace. Oh, look at this. This time doesn't get the roll. But the stutter step, the deceleration, had it all right there. Grantham gets the double team.
Good defensive rotation.
And knocked out of bounds, and Nwaba is the last man to touch it. And Nwaba takes a little offense to Ben Thomas cheering right in his grill.
I'm sorry. That defensive rotation by Cheshire Phoenix was elite. And then here, LaQuincy Rideau just slaps down, and then it's last off of David Nwaba. And the crowd, the Cheshire fans love it.
6 steals for LaQuincy Rideau.
Oh, he leads the league.
Yeah, he'll pick your pocket.
And assists.
He knows how to pick a pocket. Coming up on 7 minutes to play in the ball game. 77-76. London at one point had a 14-point lead. Aaron Rye just comes up a little bit short, but that's the shot I'm sure head coach Ben Thomas would love to see him get. Matt Morgan. Jordan Taylor back on the floor. Remember back at the trophy final, Jordan Taylor was the one guy that was able to get those clutch buckets going down to the finish. This time is it Sam Decker? Not in that shot. Rideau. Top dog looking to run. Maceo Jack, and they're going to get him for the travel. Spectacular dunk that will go as not.
That's a disappointment. Unfortunate. Because the lane opened up. The travel didn't get the ball on the floor before he moved his feet. So here's a foul on LaQuincy Rideau.
That's a veteran move by JT. LaQuincy was right up on him, and he knew if he swung the ball around, he was going to have contact right in front of the officials. Got to call it. So he backs off this time. JT barking out instructions. London clinging to a 1-point lead. Get it to the MVP. Matt Morgan with his speed. Knocked away. Gable Asheni cleans it up and puts it in.
Wonderful job. And that's where Gable Asheni has been effective this season. Just doing the dirty work. Just Mr. Consistent.
3-point ball game. And this time they're going to get Jordan Taylor.
You better be careful. You can't believe it. And Coach Bozic says, how is that possible?
Final personal foul for Jordan Taylor. He will leave the game.
So JT's going to have to take a seat.
What a game we have on our hands here in the O2.
And unfortunately for the Lions, they do not have the services of Luke Lord Nelson. I don't know about that, Z.
Yeah. I think that's a no call. I think you just let that one play out, then untangle themselves.
3-point ball game. Maceo Jack goes to work. Hard off the backboard. Here come the Lions. Grantham. Phillip. Decker spinning. Back to Grantham. Flat. They are dodging bullets of the Cheshire Phoenix.
Yeah, they are.
Right to the rack.
And that's where Aaron Rye is the runner-up of MVP. Sees the opening, the mismatch. Strong, takes his time. Puts the ball in. 1-point game, Todd.
They're gonna get Gable Asheni.
Oh God. LaQuincy Rideau is in the middle of everything, but you know what? He's so smart, but annoyingly smart in the fact of he knows. Look, Sam Deck is showing what he was doing with his body. He knew that the offensive player was coming over, so he strategically put himself in the way. Look, here he comes. Look, he watches Gabe Olasheni, gets in the way.
He goes too.
Yes, gets in the way.
Oh, the instigator doing his thing.
But gets the ball back.
1-point ball game. Aaron Rye rises up. Decker with the rebound. back and forth they go. We're coming up on 4:45 to play in the ball game. Championship Sunday from the O2, and it doesn't get much better than this. Morgan drives. Contact made in the air.
Foul called against number 3.
And LaQuincy Rideau.
Substitution. Media timeout called.
David Nwaba getting set to check in. We've got ourselves a good one. A 1-point lead for the Lions. Matt Morgan to the line when we return. 4:36 to play. Live on Sky Sports, calling on higher powers as the Cheshire Phoenix trail by 1, 4:36 to play here in the fourth. Matt Morgan, the newly crowned MVP of the league, strolls to the line and hits the first. (80-78). London had a sizable lead in the second half, just could not hold on to it, down 14, and here we go. Aaron Rye, the MVP runner-up, as his head coach, Ben Thomas, the coach of the year, looks on. Big screen from Chargois. LaQuincy Rideau drives into the paint. Skylar White back into the game. Gives it right back to Rideau. Got Decker one-on-one. Drives on Decker, goes up and under. Can't get it to fall. Aaron Rye has it. Knocked away. Chargois. Maceo. And Sam Decker has become the calming force for the London Lions with their captain, Jordan Taylor, out of the game with 5 personal fouls. Tariq Phillip now into the hands of Maceo Jack. One-on-one with Morgan, loses the handle, but Aaron Rye's there. Aaron Rye takes a hard foul and takes exception to David Nwaba as he throws the ball up. And Nwaba doesn't like that.
Yeah, a lot of bodies flying. And David Nwaba, here it is. The ball slips out, Jack slips, and then Aaron Rye. And David Nwaba just comes in. And he throws the ball off of him, but it's because he was falling out of bounds.
So Aaron Rye goes to the line now. He's picked up his game. 19 points, 8 rebounds during the regular season, 20 points, 8 rebounds in the playoffs, and a 76% free throw shooter. So the Pride of Dartmouth will have one more. Trying to cut this back to a 2-point ball game. And Nwaba changes sides, and immediately Chargois starts jawing with him. 2-point game.
2-point game.
Wow. You can see some nervous Cheshire fans.
Olasheni looking to get it into the hands of Matt Morgan, the league MVP. David Nwaba driving. Tariq Phillip. Maceo Jack had it. Chargois ends up with it. And who ends up with it after all? LaQuincy Rideau. Tie or take the lead. Oh, and the tip goes awry as Chargois looked like he was going to have it, and the foul will be called on Aaron Rye as David Mwaba was off to the races.
What a tough shot there. Aaron Rye just bounces off, and then Chargois can't get it in. But London Lions, they get that rebound.
Petr Bosic is going to go to his bench. He can bring Dante Grantham back in.
They're going
to sub out Sam Decker.
A real tense moment. I don't know if Sam Decker's happy about that sub.
I thought it was very telling, Sam Decker's interview at the halftime with Drew Lasker. So calm. Just,
oh, yeah.
It's just a ball game. This is what we do. I don't get caught up in all the other stuff. See if he changes his tune. We come down under 3:10 to play.
14 points, 9 rebounds.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Olasheni from 8 feet.
Money.
Automatic.
Yeah. He loves that little soft touch push. It's not really a full follow through. He just kind of softly pushes up there.
4-point breathing room. Chargois to Rye. Skylar White. Nope. And Gabe Olasheni gets the rebound.
Gosh, I'm just waiting for Skylar White to hit a shot, you know. Hasn't really got on fire.
This has been an absolute classic here in 2024 in the championship game. London Lions, Cheshire Phoenix going toe-to-toe. Matt Morgan. And Gabe Olasheni gets it taken away by Aaron Rye.
But Aaron Rye.
Give him a steal.
Yeah, add it to it. Quincy Rideau on the dime.
Cross court, Maceo Jack gets tangled up.
Foul.
And they're going to call Matt Morgan on the foul.
Matt Morgan wants to travel.
So the third quarter was pretty high-paced as Cheshire made their big comeback. Only 17 points have been scored between the two, Z, in this fourth.
Yeah.
That's almost 8 minutes of play.
Bit more slow, intentional, but the free throws. We spoke about it in a game like this, where it's so close, the free throws are going to be important, and you need to chip away.
Maceo Jack's first miss of the free throws in the playoffs. Before that, he was 8 for 8. Back on track.
3-point game.
3-point ball game here in London at the O2 Arena. The championship Sunday. It is London and Cheshire battling for the trophy. Winner take all. 2 minutes to play. London by 3. Morgan wheeling and dealing. Tariq Phillip for 3. LaQuincy Rideau tracks it down. Now Aaron Rye sizes up the defense, gives it back to LaQuincy. And here's that mismatch again.
Yeah, this is what they wanted in the pick and roll.
This time he goes right at him, and Dante Grantham steps in the way of the pass. Does a great job. Matt Morgan. And he's going to be fouled as Maceo Jack was on the help defense, but a great job by the Lions to push the pace, and they'll send Matt Morgan, the league reigning MVP, to the line.
Well, Matt Morgan's so smart. He's out in transition, but what he does is slows down, lets the defense come on his back and push him, and gets those fouls, and he'll go back to the free throw line. That's one thing he's done incredibly this season. He plays for the foul.
Down at the other end of the court, up you can see Dante Grantham. He's still on the court, but at the very end, baseline talking to Jordan Taylor. JT out of the game with 5 fouls, but coaching the guys up. Matt Morgan misses. So Morgan, a 90% free throw shooter, can't hit the first. He'll have another. Gets it. 4-point ball game. The captain, he's still in it with his Lions. 90 seconds to go for a title. London clinging to a 4-point lead.
Wow, what a game we have.
Oh, Z.
I need to take a breath. I need
fantastic. All right, let's break it down. If you're Ben Thomas and the Cheshire Phoenix, you've got 90 seconds. Where do you want to go?
Well, I think you can't go without a bucket here. You can't afford an empty possession. I think, you know what, I like what they're doing with the pick and roll, and they're getting the mismatch with LaQuincy Rideau and Gabe Olasheni.
Let's go inside. Go to the basket. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Come on, let's go. Here we go.
So Ben Thomas.
Be aggressive to get to the basket. Bosic thinking about it.
Let's go
On their feet in the 0-2 as we come up on the final 90 seconds of Championship Sunday. Phoenix fans about to shoot off what fingernails they have left. The London Lions looking to claim not only the regular season title, but the playoff championship.
An intense minute and a half here. Let's see what Ben Thomas drew up. If they can execute it and potentially hit into this lead. Go ahead.
LaQuincy Rideau will inbound the pass. He has played 36 minutes of this game so far and rarely left the court. Chargois inside, goes up against Olasheni. Ball knocked away into the hands of Maceo Jack, and he can't control it.
And it slips out of his hand. Chargois asking for a foul.
And you wonder if that was the possession. You talked about it. It could not come away with an empty possession. Didn't have to be a three, but they needed the two. So now they're going to have to take some serious chances on defense.
Yeah, they're going full court press here, but like I said, you couldn't afford an empty possession. Just makes it a little more tougher. Wait, what is Matt Morgan doing?
There was still time there trying to mop up a wet spot until Matt Morgan decided. You remember back in the day when you're playing horse? I'm going to shoot from behind the backboard.
I freaked out.
You thought that was a play.
Yeah.
You thought that was a play.
Shooting in the wrong basket. And then there's Ben Thomas in deep thought. What is he going to do?
Petar Bosic, first year as the head man of the London Lions. Yes, he inherited a great team, but he has run them to a regular season record of 33-3. And let's not forget, they made it to the semifinals in the Euro Cup.
Yeah. And just did a great job of managing. You know, they got some great players.
Two great programs. Final 110 of the season. Phillip, Olasheni, fade away, off the front of the rim. Here comes Rideau, pushing the pace. He'll take the bump and the harm.
And just like Matt Morgan, who plays for the hit in the defense behind him. Look at this, Rideau in full speed, takes the hit from Olasheni, waits, finish, flips it up there, and gets the and one.
Remember that play?
Yeah, let me hear it.
Semifinals up in Birmingham.
Yeah.
When they had to get through, I think it was against Leicester, and he ended up a similar play like that. Hit the deck, got the ball up, got the three-point play.
Yes, in Birmingham, yes.
Strangely reminiscent.
And look, he's loving it.
Loves the fans booing him. And David Nwaba loves to break up his rhythm. Right when he's getting ready to warm up, he goes, I think I'll try the other side.
Yeah, and he tells the referees, he says, I don't like that. I've already got the ball. So technically, he's not allowed to cut across.
Gets it. We are back to a 1-point ball game. 58 seconds to play. Would you have it any other way?
I sure wouldn't. The fans. This one lady, honestly, she's going to cry. But the fans, this is what I spoke about in the semi-final. I got tested by Dan Rowledge. He said, who do you think is going to win? And I said, I really just want a great game, a tough game, and not a blowout. And this is what I asked for, and I got it.
The two best teams going toe-to-toe. 1-point ball game, less than a minute to play. LaQuincy Rideau, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, and 6 steals. Not to mention all kinds of irritations to the London Lions.
Yeah, and here's Petar Bozic drawing up a play.
Z, I got to be honest with you. I think you got to go back to Gabe Olaseni. I mean, he's been so good in that 8-foot range. I know he's missed his last two, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think you get something downhill to the rim, something with Matt Morgan. Oh, there's our time to shine. There we are.
Jump around.
I don't know where you are, cameraman, but thank you. We're working, jumping around. But yes, sorry, I got distracted by us. We got 2 seconds of fame there. Here we go.
Who are you going to if you're the London Lions?
I'm going to Matt Morgan. I think the MVP. But I want a screen. I want some sort of screen going to the rim, and then he's got multiple options.
Sam Decker's on the floor, Matt Morgan, Tariq Phillip, David Nwaba, and Dante Grantham. So scratch that Gabe Olaseni talk. He's not even on the court.
Number 7, Sam Decker.
I think it's Decker or Morgan. Here we go. We're about to find out. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, Sam with the ball, with the point guard, wait.
Chargois extending that defense. Ball gets into the hands of Matt Morgan. Maceo Jack on him. Hangs in the air. Tariq Phillip, and he's going to take the bump off of Aaron Rye. They're going to say before the active shooting.
But Cheshire in the bonus, so that means they have 5 team fouls, so Phillip will go
1-1
to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Bonus situation for the London Lions, and now the question is, can Tariq Phillip knock these down? Tariq Phillip, before he took that shot, was 9 for 9 in the playoffs from the foul line.
It's called pressure.
I was going to say something, but I didn't want to be accused of the announcer jinx.
You didn't say anything.
Did not say anything. That's all on him.
That's all on the Cheshire fans going absolutely crazy. You can see him on the other side of the court there with their drums.
Gets the second 2-point ball game.
2-point ball game.
So now the question is to Ben Thomas and the Phoenix, Z. I'm guessing you got to go with either 3 or 21.
Yeah, I do. I think also maybe Aaron Wright. They've got so many multiple looks. Here it is.
LaQuincy, drive, dish, bucket. Big time.
Rideau steps up, takes the hit.
We are all even. 25 seconds to play, 85 all in the 0-2. Shot clock at 6. Morgan, Decker, yes!
Bang! Decker doing Sam Decker things. We've seen this multiple times this season. Comes out and hits a dagger. 9.1 seconds on the clock. Sam Decker.
Wham, bam, thank you, Sam. Maybe the most clutch shot of the entire season.
Look at this. MVP to MVP. Matt Morgan drives, sucks in the defense, kicks it out to Sam Decker. He's wide open, has enough time to lock and load and hit nothing but net and splashes it.
Decker goes full Jimmy Chitwood. If you haven't seen it, watch Hoosiers. That was as good as it gets.
Gosh.
Still 9 seconds, 9.1 to be exact.
That's a lot of
time for Cheshire. All right, Z. If you're the Phoenix, Maceo Jack's available. LaQuincy Rideau's available. Look at this.
They put Skylar White in as well. Yeah. Big boy time. Big money, big action. And he steps up. I've seen Sam Decker all throughout this season and even last season. He doesn't feel pressure. I told you it makes diamonds and he shines. But the thing is, 9.1 seconds.
You guarantee that Tariq Phillip is not going to leave the side of LaQuincy Rideau.
Well, fingers crossed that
Aaron
plan.
Wright's got David and Waba on him. Here we go. 9.1 seconds to a title. Jack, tied up, gets the shot away, contested, nothing there. Aaron Wright has it. He has a look at it. Nothing there. London Lions take a bow.
Absolutely an incredible game. They get a look at it, but the swarming defense that's been incredible for London Lions. Wow. And there they are in the middle, jumping up and down. Beautiful smile from Bozic. That was the most wonderful, fantastic, awesome.
Can we extend the season another week or month?
Gosh. And, you know, sad thing is somebody's got to lose, you know. But the defense from London Lions there, that last possession, to absolutely smother it, that they don't get a good look at it. And just a dumbfounded.
I guess now's as good a time as any. Who's your MVP?
I'm going with that man there, Sam Decker, with the absolute sniper of a shot. Just puts his team on the back. He's signed for 3 years. He's about it. He loves London. And we get to have a chat with him.
Oh, Sam Decker puts on an absolute show. Can he handle the pressure of talking with Drew Lasker? We're about to find out.
Sam Decker. Last year, you missed this game. You missed the trophy, and it stung your team. What are you feeling now?
Proud. It's been a really hard year for me. Like, so many ups and downs, and to end on this note is really good. It's good. Thank you.
7 seconds, 9 seconds on the clock. You're standing there in the corner. Walk me through that moment.
Well, Matt draws a lot of attention. He's the MVP of this league for a reason. He trusts us, though. That's the thing about him. When he signed with us, I said, this isn't anyone's team. Come here and be Matt Morgan. And he showed that all year. And there, you know, his ego could have taken over. He could have gone, I'm the MVP, it's my shot. They overhelped. He kicked it to me, and, you know, if I could toot my own horn, those shots, that's what I do. That's what I do.
August 17th, you guys come together for the first time. Talk about all the sacrifices required to get to this moment.
It's hard, man. It's hard. You know, we had a coach change right before the season, and we started training camp without a coach, and we just had to come together, forge together, and become, you know, one as a unit. That's hard to do, and you know, really proud of the ups and downs. I've been out. So many guys have been in and out, relieving minutes for guys, and this is pretty special to finish it like this.
Sam Decker, congratulations. Soak up the moment.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go.
Woo! What a finish, guys.
What a finish indeed. And the O2 has absolutely erupted. The London Lions are your playoff champions, and there is your man of the match, your MVP. It is Sam Decker, Rob Paternoster alongside me, Obi Soko. There were times, Coach Rob, I said my heart can't take this. And you said try coaching.
Yeah.
What a game.
Well, that's what it's all about today here. You know, two great teams battling. Give Cheshire credit. They never quit. They kept coming and coming and coming. And Obi and I said, where's Decker? He's not on the floor. They put him back on the floor, and he certainly paid off with him making that shot.
And one thing you did say, Ovi, Sam Decker today, you watch him, you see him. He's a big player. When he's fit and when he's ready, he could go. And he has won it for his team today.
I mean, he's a big-time player. He had a terrific season last year. You know, everyone was able to see what he was capable of. But obviously, he struggled with injuries this year. So we haven't seen him at the level that we would have liked to over the course of the season. But today, he's been terrific. Made maybe the shot of the season for these guys.
Well, there they are, the London Lions, your playoff champions. They're about to lift that trophy. And a word for the Cheshire Phoenix, of course. They pushed them all the way. Well-deserved runners-up. But today, it is all about the London Lions. I'll hand you over to Todd Harris and Azania Stewart, who can take you through the trophy presentation.
All right, thank you very much, Jeanette. Everyone, take a deep breath and enjoy what we just saw. Sam Decker's father-in-law, the great Kevin Harlan, an announcer in the States, would have said, and with no regard for humanity. And Sam Decker stepped up to that moment. Z, as a player, think about all the number of times in the backyard when you took shots like that.
Yeah.
For the win.
Yeah, for the win. Counting down, you're right. And he just said that. He said, I stepped up. He was so calm, cool, collect. Nothing rattled Sam Decker. I love what he said. You know, that it was Matt Morgan's shot. He's made it over and over again. But the attention that he drew and then to kick it out, winning is what matters. There's Aaron Rye, a little bit, you know, eyes closed.
Yeah.
And not, you know, they're falling short, but what a fantastic game. I've got to take my hat off to them. They were down, and I thought at a point, out.
Yeah.
And they grind it back in. And with 9.1 seconds on the clock, they still have a good look.
That is an organization that is in a good place with the head coach that was voted Coach of the Year, Aaron Rye, runner-up in the MVP voting. The stamp that they put on the British Basketball League, Z, the way they play, it is never out. They are never out of a game. They never say die. They just keep coming back, and they did it again tonight.
Fantastic. That pickup of Aaron Rye was huge. They're off-season, and the guys that they picked up, they kept Maceo Jack, who, you know, was the most improved player. Fantastic move by him. So I would love to see what they do next season. I just, hats off to them. I really have enjoyed the Cheshire Phoenix, one of my favorite teams of the British Basketball League. I've commentated the whole season, and, you know, they're disappointed. It's heartbreaking. Of course it is. Ben Thomas comes over and already congratulates the guys. True gentleman, fantastic coach. And I know he's going to be upset.
On their feet here in the O2 as the hometown team wins the title. Their regular season record, 33-3. They make it to the semifinals of the Euro Cup, something a British team had not done until now. And now they come back, despite the disappointment of losing in the trophy final, they come back and gut out a tough win. See, it would have been easy for them to say, we're just a bad matchup with Cheshire. They just got us again, the same kind of formula. But this time they rose up and they said, no, not this time. We're not going down like that. And when it counted most, Sam Decker, the veteran, stepped up and drills the game winner.
Well, I think not only that shot, it's the plays before it, right? It's Tariq Phillip on the defensive end. The grittiness, the real understanding of defense wins championships. Yes, you need the Sam Decker to hit that shot, but really there was multiple times that Tariq Phillip was in their face. He ended up having, I think, 4 or 5 steals. But yeah, a wild game, and everything that we talked about, what we talked this game up at the start of the cast of the TV program. We said, hey, this is a great mix. You know, the intensity, they both hate each other. It made fantastic TV, a beautiful game, and I'm just so proud that this has happened and a great exhibition of British basketball.
If you weren't a fan, you definitely are now, or you just don't like basketball. What a way to bring down the curtain on this season as the two best teams go toe-to-toe to the final seconds of the game. And in the end, it is the London Lions, by way of Sam Decker, the former MVP, taking a pass from the current MVP to hit a 3 to ice it.
Yeah, these are beautiful shots. Bozic hugs his team, and you can see the chemistry between those guys and London Lions. It's a long season.
10 rebounds and 17 points. Your MVP from the London Lions, number 7,
Sam Decker, christened as the MVP of these finals. He'll take the trophy from Kenjiro Inoki of Moulton, the Golden Ball.
17 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. From that first quarter, he meant business. We saw him get to the rim, drive, and then obviously that 3-point.
And I think Obi Soko said it best. When Sam Decker's healthy and in rhythm and flow, he's not to be messed with.
Yes, unstoppable.
Here we go, the big moment. Aaron Radin, the CEO of the British Basketball League, will do the honors, and it'll be Jordan Taylor, the captain. Here it is.
Beautiful new trophy. And the flames go up, the confetti comes down.
Here's the moment they've all been waiting for. Jordan Taylor to do the honors.
Congratulations, London Lions, champions of the playoffs of 2024. Fantastic.
The Lions get it done in O2, not far away from the Copper Box, their home, and this may be their new home because they put on an absolute stellar show as they were able to hold off the Cheshire Phoenix, a team that came in, could have folded up early, did not, came back, got it to a tie ball game. And if it were not for the sharpshooting skills of one Sam Decker, we maybe still be playing in overtime. As it stands, the London Lions claim the title for the second year in a row. They are the champions as we send it back courtside. Jeanette Kwachi, Coach Rob Paternostro, and Obi Soko.
Todd, Azania, thank you so much. Of course, this is the end of the season. But when you think about it, Ovi, wow, what a way for London Lions to salvage it as well for them.
This is magical.
Yeah.
I definitely saw those guys. I saw some nerves creeping in there at the end. But the guys done a terrific job. You see the scenes here, the fans are here. Shout out to both sides. I think the Phoenix, they've had an amazing season.
And you can see how much it means to them, Coach Rob. You know what it's like to win a trophy. It sets you up. It makes you get ready for the next season.
Yeah, listen, the pressure was all on them, and we talked about that before the game. But when it came to the fourth quarter, you could see the pressure. Free throws, three-pointers, missed, sure. But they had Sam Decker, and Sam Decker made the shot that he needed to make to win the game.
Well, we're going to break it all down for you on the other side of this. We're going to have plenty more reaction as well here from the winners and the losers too. See you on the other side. So we're back and we have new playoff champions. It is the London Lions, your 2024 playoff champions. Sam Decker with the clutch. Coach Rob, this was today one of those games you knew it was going to be an instant classic.
Yeah.
From the third through to the fourth, we knew something special was on.
I think the quick timeout from Coach Thomas early in the third, I think it was 58-41. From then on, Cheshire really had it, and they had them worried, shook at times, especially with the easy misses that they missed. But London had just enough at the end to pull through. What an atmosphere.
And it was it was really interesting just looking and seeing how many misses there were. And every time a player got the ball, you thought, he's got to land, he's got to net this. And they didn't. But then when Sam Dekker did, he did it well.
He did, you know, and I think today shows there were two opponents that were in the game that were very deserving. The two teams that were meant to be there, they fought all the way down to the last shot of the game, pretty much. Yeah, and it was a magical performance.
And when you think about Sam Dekker, you think about his season, this is such a good way for him to regain a level of confidence and know that he is the guy when he needs to be.
Well, it's been a tough season for him. We talked about it a lot, the injuries, and we talked about that he didn't play in the playoff final last year. So maybe something to prove today. He wanted to get in on the action. When you're playing in this big arena, in this atmosphere, it's special no matter who you are. And you could see that he really rose to the occasion today.
Yeah, and you know, and when you think about someone like Sam Dekker, when you think about his presence on the court, it's enough to really raise this team. They're going to play because Sam's on the court.
Yeah, I mean, you don't come across players like Sam very often. Me and Coach B were speaking about it. Absolutely talented guy. And when he's on form, every coach on the planet would love to have him on their team. So, you know, seeing him get back to his normal self, love it.
Okay, well, we're going to have a quick chat with big coach Per Buzic. I could see you in the background, coach to coach. This is so lovely to see. And I guess if we give you a microphone here, coach, tell us what this means today. To see your team come out there and do what they did, it must be pretty special.
It is extremely special, especially seeing those emotions come out. It was long season, unbelievable season, and ends in the best possible way.
Yeah, and you think about some of the players today, you had to really manage it. Game management was key, but then passion also got involved as well, and that's key to make sure that they could go through and get that win.
I mean, we're playing for trophy, so for championship trophy, so, you know, everybody got to put everything on the floor. I'm glad that we scored 3 more points. But yeah, overall, great game. I couldn't be more happy and proud of my team.
Coach, when you think about the season, tell me how this season rates for you now, especially with a win like this.
I mean, we set some very high standards, and hopefully that, you know, we can follow those standards, and also not just for us, for everybody in the British Basketball League. This league deserved this final. It was unbelievable basketball. Cheshire, great team, talented. You know, so I'm really, not just them, but I'm saying credit to the British Basketball League, and we're going to try to push that more.
Coach, you took Dekker out of the game. He didn't seem happy when you took him out. It's a challenge with this roster on who to play at the end of the game with so much talent. But you brought him back in and you took the big guy off the floor. Tell me what you were thinking on that last possession where Dekker hits the 3.
I mean, Sam came out because he was very long. I know it's a dicey timing, 3 minutes to the end, but it came out good. So we made some rotations today with the small ball lineup on the end. They were hitting some threes, going inside easily. In the end, we couldn't maximize the paint points in the second half. Like somebody put the lid over there a little bit, but you know, we made when it was most important.
I got one question. You've won a lot. Where does this rank amongst all of the things, all of the silverware that you've got? Where does this rank for you? It's a different side.
The last is, you know, I always repeat that before because I won as a player mostly. The last is, you know, proof of that you are, you know, last and consistency. So maybe that's one should be the, you know, favorite one.
And I guess this is your first season, of course, in the British Basketball League. Have you enjoyed your experience so far?
Oh, I did. I really enjoyed the group. You know, not just players, the staff, performance group, the management, team management. You know, we had so much fun, and I think, you know, everybody could see that throughout the season. And I'm sad a little bit is done. They just have to finish.
I'm sure you'll be back soon.
Sure.
I'm sure you'll be absolutely back very soon. Coach, it's been great to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's Coach Per Buzic there with his team, the London Lions, the playoff champions. And I guess I just want to get some final thoughts from both of you. Wow, what a season. We've capped it off with something beautiful, Coach Rob.
What a season. The level of talent keeps going up and up in this league, and I think this was what it was all about. Coach Buzic summed it up pretty well. The league deserved this game today.
And Obi, for you?
I mean, having come back a little while ago, coming back last year, and, you know, to where the league has gotten to today, it's absolutely terrific. Basketball's growing in England. much more to come.
Well, much more to come indeed, and what a season it has been. And we cap it off with a fantastic instant classic with the London Lions, your playoff champions for 2024. And a massive shout out for everybody that has made the British Basketball League what it is. Everybody here, everybody in our production centre as well in Ealing. It's been absolutely fantastic. We've enjoyed it. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next season. It all starts here. Welcome to a brand new season. It's going to be unbeatable.
Running the floor for the jam! Oh, I love a good dunk fest. Ooh. Holy alley-oop.
500 victory for the Grateful Jays.
Oh,
that's
my
incredible.
Gosh, I love it. What's happened here? We got a kid on the court. He just wants to play it too.
Oh my gosh. Incredible.
Thank you.
Rob Paternostra is infuriated. He doesn't like that call one bit. Ho ho hoops, season's greeting.
It has all come down to this. This is the British Basketball League Trophy Final.
Wow!
What a finish! The Quincy Renault!
Wow!
Oh my goodness! And in 2024, the Cheshire Phoenix will raise the trophy.
Be brave.
The wait is over. The stars have assembled. It's the 2024 British Basketball League All-Star.
Oh my goodness! Here we go. Forget the Sunday roast. The main course is being served up from the O2. Will it be London or will it be Cheshire? We are underway. Here comes Matt Morgan. Does he have the numbers? He has the speed.
Matt Morgan has been sensational.
LaQuincy inside. Oh, and throws down.
Here, look at this. The pick, the roll, and the dunk.
How about this? Showtime.
Oh, he took this personally.
Theo Jack. We knew it was going to get fiery and testy, and it has certainly lived up to that. Decker. Yes.
Decker to inside.